You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting nerds, and come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. Let's show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Gonna talk to guests, what we got the best. Gonna put their knowledge to the test. Gonna laugh and eat, gonna live the dream. Gonna show you things you've never seen. Gonna sing the song to the break of dawn. Gonna rock this party all night long. So come on everybody, let me see you dance. Get yourself ready for one more chance. You found the coolest place to be, the PlayStation collecting nerds, and come on, won't you stay with me? Welcome to the show. Gather round the boys and girls, collectors from around the world. Let's show the people what they need to know. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
G'day.
Hey. Good day.
To season 2, episode number
What?
28 of the PlayStation Collectors Podcast. And tonight we've got Andy and Silvan back on the show. What's up, guys?
I'll say hello again. Hello.
Welcome back.
I like the video you got playing in the background, Andy. It's a nice touch.
Yeah. No, I've been on a bit of a Metal Jesus kick at the moment, so.
And if we get any young viewers, you know, the TikToks where they have like a video game playing at the bottom to keep the concentration. That's to keep young viewers concentrated while they watch the show as well.
Yeah, you should put on Teletubbies or something.
Or
In the
just
night
Temple
garden.
Run on repeat.
Temple Run.
Well, all I know is that Metal Jesus once again is a bad influence on my life because I spent about 4 or 5 hours last night building a list of Japanese PlayStation 1 games. And I think I might break the seal, boys! It's gonna happen! The final frontier!
Joe, what was that game you were streaming the other night that kind of looked like The Binding of Isaac?
Oh, that was Undermine.
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was full on. You were playing it. I don't know if you're like a long way through the game, but it looked full on.
Yeah.
The point you're up to.
So I don't know. I think there's like a regular game, and then once you finish all that, there's like a challenge mode, and then like a daily challenge type thing you do. So like I'm at the end of like the regular game, so it's not like the craziest hardest part, like but close to the end. But yeah, it's super fun. I definitely haven't unlocked all the items yet, so it's a roguelike, so you have to play it like 100 times to like even get all the stuff in the game to really experience everything. But you know, if you like Zelda, if you like old school 2D Zelda type stuff, it's awesome, dude.
It reminded me of like Link to the Past on the NES. I guess, on the NES, on the SNES.
SNES.
No, on the NES. Yeah, SNES. With like the boomerang thing going everywhere. Fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's like you know, depending on what items you get, you can like make a build. So there's like curses and items, and you can buff yourself and build, you know, certain things. Like if you want to like focus on your ranged and build just a ranged build, you can do that, or you can just do a melee build, or you do a bomb build where you have 1 million bombs and you're killing everything with bombs and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. So
I'm assuming that all the levels are randomly generated.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where like it's very much like Isaac, where there's like a set number of levels you do where you have to fight bosses at a certain amount of time, but the actual like levels themselves are different each time. But the game isn't as deep as Isaac for sure. It's not even close to as many characters or bosses or items or anything. So like, I'm gonna be honest, if you want to play something like that and you haven't played Binding of Isaac, that is definitely the game to play for sure. That game is amazing. But Undermine's like if you're like, you know, if you put let's say 5,000 hours into Binding of Isaac, I don't know if anyone who would do that, but let's say somebody did.
Fucking nerd.
And you were looking for something else to play that's kind of similar. It definitely scratches that itch. What's funny is that was like before the new expansion came out too. So like I really haven't even sunk my teeth into the new parts. I could definitely put like another 1,000 hours in that, no problem.
Yeah.
No, you will. You will.
At some point, I will. But like, it's one of those things where I know if I get obsessed with it, that's all I'll be playing for a while. So
What have you been playing, Silvan?
I'm starting with the Netflix series of Castlevania. So I popped out Castlevania for the PlayStation 3, and it really got me
Ah.
directly.
Wow.
The first part.
Lords of Shadow or that one? Or
Yes, Lords of Shadow.
Yeah.
I actually haven't played those. I have them, but
I gave it a go. I wasn't a fan of Lords of Shadows, to be honest. I was expecting something else, and what it delivered was sort of like a bad God of War game. That's the take that I got.
Ah.
Yeah, with a bit of Uncharted mixed in, with all the climbing and the same scenes. But
They
for
sort
now,
of just like took what was popular at the time and tried to make a Castlevania game out of it, and it didn't really work.
Isn't the one
Yeah.
for the PS1 your favorite game, Figsy?
Castlevania.
Yeah, for the Symphony of the Night's one of your favorites, isn't it? On the PS1?
Yeah, it's the best Castlevania, you know.
Yeah.
it's definitely. So if you want it's the first one that had that real Metroidvania thing. I do really like Super Castlevania 4 though. That game's pretty good on the SNES. So, but again, I don't know. That's it's hard to say. If you didn't grow up with the SNES, like I don't think you truly appreciated how amazing those games were compared to the NES. So
Yeah.
like the Super NES was one of the only console generations that like just it delivered, man. So it was like, oh, you like this game on the NES? Bam! Here's the super better version, baby.
Yeah.
Like the Link to the Past, holy crap, dude. Super Castlevania, oh my god. The Contra, oh my, like they blew me away. Like there was like, that was one of the first systems where I was like, I need to upgrade because this is I'm missing out on life here. These games are so much better. Like Super Mario World. Oh, so I don't know. Overall, when you look back on the whole thing, I can see that. But like at the time, man, Super Castlevania 4 was like godly. So I just have that nostalgia thing. It's hard to beat that.
I think that's the key, Joe, and that applies to a lot of different games over time. Like it can be one of the greatest games of all time, but if you told someone today, and like if someone today went back and played GoldenEye on the N64, for example, for the first time, they're probably going to be like, "This isn't the best shooter. I'm going to go play Call of Duty."
It's horrible. It's horrible, dude. Don't do it. The controls are bad. If you throw a grenade out, it like goes down to 10 frames per second, and that's shit you don't realize when you're a kid. You play it when you're older, and you think this is a fucking turd. Like, yeah.
There's a lot of games like that.
Is important when it comes to these answers and different things like that. So for me, PS1 was what I first got into gaming. So I always think, the PS1 version's the best because that's where it started, and those memories are better than the memories of later and different things like that.
I guess it can work two ways. Like you can have a version of a game that's supposed to be better and ends up being worse because they did something to it to change the mechanics of the game. So yeah,
like the Crash Bandicoot game. Some people who played the original ones didn't like the trilogy, the remake on PS4.
No, and that was me. I played it way too much on the PlayStation 1 and got so used to it running at like 25 frames a second. Playing it when it's 60 it's weird. Like I can't jump properly, and like I just get frustrated with just the way it runs. It runs better.
Spot on, because like muscle memory, you learn how to play.
Yep.
And then your timing's just always off, and it's like, this is so frustrating. Like, I know what I'm doing, and it's wrong. The game's wrong.
Joe, would you compare the NES and the SNES to being kind of like the Wii U and the Switch without the NES being a commercial failure like the Wii U was? Well, not really.
It was obviously financially a huge success, but like not in the same way. I don't feel like when they have a new generation come out, it has quite the impact it did back in the day. Obviously, it was exponentially a bigger
leap.
deal. Yeah, like when you got your PS3 and you turned that on, you were in the freaking future, baby. That thing was amazing, dude. That thing was. especially the
Just-
launch PS3 when it was like,
Yeah,
here you go,
yeah.
baby, internet, Bluetooth, wireless, friggin' everything. You can put all
Blu-ray.
your cards, hook it up to your PC, run your TV, have your
Yeah.
Netflix. Let's go, download free DLC, free online, baby. Play with all your friends. It was like, and then the
Free
graphics,
online.
and then the leap was just wow. But that never. After that, that was the last time that happened. When PS4 came out, I wasn't like weird. I was just like, oh, cool.
Yeah. When you
I was actually more like, oh, it doesn't play PS3 games. I didn't buy a PS4 for like the first couple of years. I had no interest when it first.
There's definitely still a leap there, but like graphics wise, if you jump in and play a PS3 game and then jump in and play a PS4 game, there is graphical differences there.
Oh,
but I
yeah,
think we do become accustomed to like how nice things look these days, that it is hard for like most PlayStation 4 games look like PlayStation 5 games to me. Like the other way around. PlayStation 5 games look like PlayStation 4 games. Like if they weren't side by side and I'm watching them, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I'll agree with Andy there. Like that jump from 4 to 5 wasn't much. Where 3 to 4, I did notice the jump in graphics.
Yeah.
Like not so much in the
Performance.
hardware and the software. Like we're still using HDMI cords and different things like that. And I just wanted to add, when I got my PS5, same reaction to you, Joe. I looked at it and went, they've taken away features. They took the optical cord out of it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
the thing that we've had since I'm pretty sure the PS2 had an optical cord.
Yep,
So it's
it
like
sure did. The fat. Oh,
I
yeah,
think
this
the
one too.
interface is getting worse every time too. I don't like I like the PS. I still like the PS3 home screen. I think it's the best they ever came out with. It's just the most beautiful, simple thing
Yeah.
ever. I love it so much.
I would say that's one of my main gripes with the PlayStation 5 is the UI of it over the PS4 one. Like everything was so easy to find. When I'm using a PS5, I find myself yelling and swearing and fucking slapping buttons trying to work out just to get back to the menu properly or quit out of a game. And
There's two menus. There's like the first one and then the second one. And it's like,
Yep.
which one?
Yep, and then there's settings, and then quick settings, and super quick settings, and then the settings within the settings, and this menu's hidden in this menu, and this. And
just
it's-
fuck off.
Oh, and
Like,
don't forget, here's a bunch of ads and a bunch of spam because why don't we?
There's
It
the
is.
update for
Crap,
It
you
is,
don't
yeah.
even want to
three
see.
homepage settings on my PS5.
No. Even PS4 I think was significantly better, and I don't know. I also feel like they did a lot of more I feel like there was more free themes for PS4. Maybe there's not as many for PS5. Do they do themes still? I don't know.
Banfi asked a good question. Do you guys think that the PS6 will have a disc drive?
No.
No.
No?
Even if we get a PS6 at this point, like we're at the point now where if they update the consoles to a new thing, it's not going to be very new. What are we going to get? Like they can't put 8K in it. The PS5 already does 8K apparently. We're just going to get a more modified version.
I will say that
It's possible. I'm not going to say definitively. Sorry, go ahead.
Someone was saying the other day with this debate about like optical media going away and stuff, and people were saying that games are getting too big to fit on 100 gig Blu-ray discs, but there is new technology out there where you can fit way beyond that amount to keep up with how big games are. So like that's not really a valid argument. Even the game developers and console makers and stuff could make that. Yeah.
They could put it on 2 discs. They have to. And that's a good thing. We've seen that now. The new Horizon Forbidden West complete edition is 2 discs, all DLC, everything on the disc.
But I'm saying that there's optical media these days that can go like 500 gigs and stuff like that. Like that's in prototyping and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So
You're not even talking about Blu-ray. You're just talking about something else.
Yeah. So there is basically technology there to put bigger amounts of space on discs.
Even looking at multiple discs, if you look at the DVD market, most DVDs got multiple discs. It's super, super common. They can't go back and say, "Oh, we just can't afford it." Well, you've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
So here's our hope. This is our only hope. Is that I'm pretty sure. I mean, my statistics. Let me pull them right where I got them from. Oh, there they are. I'm pretty sure it's like 70% of sales in Japan are still physical. Like the physical market in Japan is massive, and the appetite for video games in Japan is massive. So as long as they hold out and you don't give in, Japan, we're lazy Americans. We're gonna give in. We're going to. We're going to. You need you to hold out, so that as long as Japan does it, then maybe they'll think about it. And just before I do think maybe this like new system idea where they have the digital where you can add on the console. They make one unit where they sell the accessory. There's hope in the future that they'll do something similar. Like the PS6 will be mostly just a digital model, and then for the old dinosaurs like us who want the thing, they'll sell us a thing, you know, until it stops selling. I don't know.
It makes me think that
there will be a point in the future. Don't know what company it will be, but there will be a system that comes out where there just won't be discs for it.
Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah, it'll be the
Nintendo,
Xbox.
Sony, or something else. But there'll
The
be
Steam Deck
systems
is already a thing.
Well, I mean,
But-
yeah, you've got
yeah.
exactly. Well, it's
There's
gonna-
tons of those.
Google
digital.
Stadia. Yeah,
There's already hardly any Xbox games in stores. Like when you look at the Nintendo Switch section, then the PlayStation section, and then you look at the Xbox section, it's always just a really small one stand in the middle of the store, like, or in the side of the store somewhere. So I think that's already a thing.
Well, there's more digital download cards in the shelf space for Xbox now than the actual game. It's like that means these companies are getting, because companies are paid, like how shelves are set up is Xbox goes, I've paid for this much of a shelf, I want you to just display this and that. So they're now paying for more cards to be displayed than games, like, which is meant to
I had a realization the other day, Figsy, at Stocklands. I was at one of the corridors looking at EB Games, and just looking, I couldn't see a single game out at all. Looking at this EB Games storefront, I could see fucking fluffy toys and shit and shirts and all kinds of stuff. Couldn't see any games, and I'm just like, this is literally just a Zing store. Like, and there's a Zing, for anyone that doesn't know, Zing's basically like a merchandise store for games and pop culture. And EB Games owns it. And yeah, there's literally a Zing store like 3 stores down, and there's got this EB Games there that's got like, you know, a couple of games in it, and the rest of it's just junk. And my missus was with me, and she's not even a gamer or a collector, and she went in there and she's like, what the fuck's all this stuff? Like, where are the games? Like,
it's a closed shop. You watch, there'll be changing rooms in there because
it's bad. It's bad.
I'm surprised that we haven't heard of stores shutting down, you know. Like, why do they need a Zing and an EB Games right next to each other if they sell the same stuff now?
Yeah, there's definitely still people going to these stores, because I line up most times when I go there. So there's still people still go and buy stuff, but yeah, who knows?
Yeah, it blows me away that someone would go to a physical brick and mortar store to buy a digital thing. What the hell are you? Wow,
Unless it's cheaper, but yeah, I mean, unless it's cheaper, but
even then, is it going to be more cheaper in store than on their website? They really?
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe it. It just doesn't make sense. It's like,
well, it's almost like these places are becoming hardware stores, because you can't make digital consoles and you can't make digital controllers and, you know, third party items. They're always going to have to go to the shops to get the controller, and there's things that go wrong. You don't want to, if you've got a problem with your console, you don't want to send it away. You want it done that day.
Well, you do if you got an Xbox 360
or PSVR 2.
Yeah.
But that mentality is people always want that done ASAP, you know, so it's going to be hard to change the culture behind getting people to, all right, I have to send it away, rather than just going into the shop, exchanging it and getting one that day that actually works.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, there's oh, sorry, go ahead, Silvan.
Oh, sorry, the market leader in the Netherlands for game shops, Game Mania. Most of the ones went out of business this year. So we have the same problem over here. It's just e-gaming stuff, plushies, shirts, and some used games, but they went all bankrupt.
So before their demise, could you see the stores were changing from having actual games in there to just having cheap shit that they're selling?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like maybe the last 5 years.
Wow.
And trading cards.
And then there's Metal
trading
Jesus' new video where he's in the Holy Land. And
Yeah.
everywhere he goes, it's like, look at this Vita section. Oh, every Vita game, thousands of them. It's like every PS1 game, everything. So ultimately, what I'm gonna call for all gamers across the world. We're gonna have to go to Mecca we're all just gonna have to go to Japan and just stay there, and that's what we're gonna have to do, boys. We're gonna have to consolidate.
You really are American, aren't you? Oh, he's frozen. He's gone.
Too funny.
But yeah, one of my friends went over there earlier this year and was sending. He's not even a collector, and he was sending photos and stuff of things that he was finding, and yeah, like Vita games and all kinds of shit, just in random stores, like something you just never see here.
I just wanted to add something back to the retail stores. One section in stores that have been this way for a long time is the PC section. So if you go into, say, games, for example, they have a section for Steam or PC. All it is download codes, mouses, mouse pads, keyboards, streaming stuff. That's all it is. They don't have games. And it's been like that for the better part of almost 10 years now. When was the last time you seen a brand new Steam game on the shelf? I can't remember.
But PC games?
Yeah,
Big
I'm
box?
talking
Yeah.
about like the PC section of stores. They've been like this way for 5 to 10 years now.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't do it. The thing that put me off doing it was a friend back in the day bought GTA 5 for the PC, and it was fucking 8 discs. And I remember like being on TeamSpeak or something like that back in the day and listening to him just swear and stuff, like changing these discs out. Like, there's fucking 8 discs. I'm just like, man, calm down. So there must be DVDs or some shit. Like they weren't Blu-rays, because Blu-ray things in computers are sort of like Blu-ray drives in computers is sort of like not a rare thing, but not many people had it. So I'm pretty sure they're all DVDs, and yeah, it was fucking like 8 discs. So
That's hilarious. But that's PC gaming culture. You know, if you go back to the late 80s and the early 90s, games used to come on like 30 floppy drives.
But that is why the PC gaming, that's why you don't see PC games inside stores and stuff, because most computers these days, as you guys probably have, don't have a CD-ROM drive, don't have an optical drive, so there's no way to install this shit. But I mean, you could, there's ways around that. USB stick, like have a 128 gigabyte USB stick and the game's on there. So
actually, I'm surprised we don't see that.
You do in Windows. So Windows, like Windows 10 and stuff, all their installation media comes on a Windows branded USB stick.
So they sell really cheap external disk drives that are USB, and everyone in the world should buy them before they're gone. You should own like 4 of them so that you can plug them into a PC. So anytime down the physical media for all sorts of reasons is helpful, especially if you're into retro gaming. You know what I mean? Like, so what if you want to pick up a Dreamcast and burn some games, baby? Like it's 1999. You know what I mean?
I have everything on my desk. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's good to.
It's a UHD drive. It's like $400.
Also,
anyway.
I have like a PC with disk drives too, because they're like PSCX2 emulator. Like you can play discs.
Yeah.
So,
you
like
put your own disc in there and play.
Yes, and so like that's what. So remember when I said I'm gonna get some Japanese games. For now, my plan is I'm gonna play them on my PC with my emulator. I don't have a Japanese PS2 or anything, so I'm gonna do that. And then what I'm hoping is that Analog will come out with like they're doing with the N64. I want eventually, stupid cat. You
gotta meow.
Yeah. He's singing the song of my people. But I want them to come up with a region-free PS1, like they just came out with the N64, because they just said that new one they're coming out was going to play all regions. Which, oh man! So imagine they come out with a nice PS1. I don't even care if it plays PS2. Let's pretend it plays both, because why not? And it does 4K. Everything's upscaled, FPGA. Takes original memory cards, controllers. Oh goodness! All regions: Japan, EU, America. Oh my goodness! That would be so.
Well, John, I'd argue that if you're going to do that, make it for the PS2 and make it play all the PS1 games.
You might as well.
Yeah.
That's But for money's sake, I could see them doing 2 of them, which I don't care. Either way, take my money twice. But if you want to do it both, that's cool. But whatever.
It would be relatively expensive per unit to do that if you wanted to play PS2 stuff, because PS2 stuff is not super hard to emulate, but it needs more than PS1 stuff. Like computing power. Yeah.
It is possible
I'll take a
to
PS1 for now.
hack PS3s, though, to be able to do that. It's not like it's an impossible task.
No,
Yeah.
it is. And I mean, I have like a couple PS3 Slims, like a Super Slims, so I could definitely do it to one of those, like no problem. With the 500 gig hard drive, hack.
They get real hot butt, like the PS3s that were doing backwards compatibility via emulation turn into like literally George Foreman grills when you try. Yeah, like when you try and play PS2 games on them through emulation. They suffer.
Okay, I didn't know that, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
I literally keep a fan on my PS3
Yeah.
when I'm playing with it. Not these days. Like I just keep that thing cooled all the time if I'm using it as much as I possibly can.
I find
Yeah.
the Super Slims run quite well.
They will.
The
Yeah.
old fat boys, the fans are, you got to turn the TV up to the loudest volume just to be able to hear it over the fan. But like, I find the Super Slims run really well, but they don't have many moving parts.
Correct.
It means they've got less things that can go wrong with them. I love the fact that you can manually get the disc out.
Easily.
I'm getting
Less to
technical,
break.
but the PS3 Slim has a smaller die size on the processor, so it's got less room to flex, and it's just a better hardware, basically, long term. Less of them fail because of that.
Yeah, I use my Super Slim for actual PS3 gameplay. Like if I want to play PS3 games, I put the wear and tear on that, and I only use my backward compatibles for actual PS2 games. Not even PS1 this morning, because every PSC plays PS1, so I'll even use the Super Slim for that. So pretty much my fat one, it's a fancy PS2. All I use it for.
I've honestly not used a PS1 for probably 15 years. I've only played PS1 games on PS3.
Yeah, why would you?
I haven't come across one
memory
game
cards
that play as good. Yeah, for the memory card fact alone, like I've probably got more saves. Oh no, that wouldn't be true. I'd have probably like 50 saves of PS1 games on my PS3 because that's where I've played them all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
save
I
states.
was playing all my PS3 games, so I've got like hundreds of saves.
It's badly cheating, but me and Tam a couple of weeks ago were playing PlayStation 1 games on the Mr. FPGA, and we were playing the Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase game, and it's like the biggest piece of shit game ever. It's really, really badly made, and if you don't jump correctly, you fall and stuff. And we just cheated our way through it using save states because we're pieces of shit, and that's what we did. And this thing's so awesome. You fall, and then you just load back where you were, and you fall, and then you load back. Because if you go through one whole mission and fall, it's an old game. It takes you back to the start again. So
That's how games are meant to be played, Andy.
I know. But
what separates the boys from the men?
Save states ruin. Like having the ability to do save states on a console, it ruins because you're too tempted to use it when you get stuck. Like.
You can do it on PS4 games. Like any PS4 game, you can do that. So like, there's certain trophies that will require like free playthroughs. You can just back up your save and do it all in one. So
yeah.
See, I do not like those features because number one, I don't use them because they are, in my opinion, are cheating. I don't get any satisfying. I mean, if I'm practicing, they're cool. Like if I'm like on a shmup and I'm practicing the level and that's all I'm doing, I'm like, I want to practice this section and I like to rewind and restart that one section over again. That's cool. But like I don't use them other than that. But what makes me mad is now if I beat a damn game and I'm like, I did it, 1cc, everyone just has that thought like, did you?
Did you use save states, bro?
Did you beat it, Brad? Because it's got that little button right there where if it didn't, I could just be like, hey, I beat the game 1cc. Everyone just go, yep, you sure did.
I guess
that pisses me off a little bit.
Context matters as well.
In certain games, in like the Dark Souls games, for example, you can check the time people got trophies, and if the time's like 1 minute after each other, and it's like multiple playthroughs, and you're like, nah.
That's true.
But does it come down to the game and what you're doing? Like some games, like an old RPG where you're not in combat or something like that, and you just save it so you can come back to it later on.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like the save system's a piece of shit. Then I think that's kind of acceptable. But if you did what me 100%. And Tam were doing, where we're just using it to cheat on an old Scooby-Doo game, then you're just a piece of shit. Yeah.
If it's it depends on the type of game 100%. You know what I mean? Like I'm talking specifically arcade games. Or
always
beat 'em ups, or anything where you're supposed to like be amazingly good to do it.
Yeah,
you know
always always in combat. You can't take your fingers off the thing and like to keep playing basically. Yeah. I see what you mean.
But it doesn't matter on an RPG. I'm going to do the same thing because, like you said, some RPGs they're just, who remembers this back in the day? You're sitting there, you're playing your RPG, you're about 30, 45 minutes in, you're halfway through the dungeon, Mom comes in the room. Shut that thing off. We're leaving in 5 minutes. And you're like,
Yeah,
Mama, I'm in the cave.
I won't be able to get to the save
He's
point.
got- I don't care about your stupid game. Shut it off. Get it off.
Yeah, and then if you don't turn it off, you can get like your ass whooped and stuff for it. There was a
So
dude
you
on.
have to leave it on for 2 days and hope it doesn't melt or start a fire, or you have to freaking shut it off and you lose your sword you found. You level up.
Figs, yeah, I don't know if you know that podcast. Remember the game with Adam Blank. He had a viewer. He had a viewer write in recently and basically confessed that when he was a kid, he couldn't get to a save point in time for his mum was basically doing what Joe was saying, yelling at him and stuff to fucking hurry up. And he basically left the NES on all night. And she came back the next morning and saw that it was on and went absolutely apeshit and like took it off him for like fucking 8 months or something like that, just for leaving the console on overnight. So
See?
yeah.
Well,
So you're
not
damned
the
if you
boys,
do, you're
the
damned if you don't.
fire started somewhere from that reason.
So
A
in
fire,
that
probably.
scenario, I fully 100% support save states, my friend. If you're
Yeah.
playing goddamn Dragon Warrior 3 and you're just like, I gotta go to the store.
Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
save saves, let's support modern saves. Because most
Yeah.
modern games, turn it off, hit the off button, you come back, you're in the exact same spot.
Yeah, nowadays we have it real good. Like literally, you could just be like in the middle of the game, just throw your controller, freaking whatever. It doesn't matter. You come back 4 weeks later, and it just goes, boop, here you are, right where you were, exactly the second you stop playing. No matter, and even if you played 13 games since then, it doesn't matter. It just puts you right back. It's crazy.
To the point where today, if a game doesn't have that and you actually have to save, you'll play
Sucks.
through it and you won't realize. You'll be like, why am I at the point that I was up to? Oh, because I forgot that you have to go and
Yeah.
go to your bed to save. And
Autosaves can definitely fuck you over too.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, like in Starfield recently, it fucked me over where I did something wrong and then it saved it, and then I thought that I was completely fucked because I wouldn't be able to go back to that, and then I ended up being able to go back to it. But yeah.
I turned on autosave every like 5 minutes in that game because there was one point where it didn't autosave, and I'm like, oh my god, I've just turned it off and didn't realize.
Yeah, you can. Even everybody's got stories too, I'm sure, about when you saved at the wrong time and ruined your game. I mean, I've done that in many RPGs, probably a couple of Resident Evil games. You just save at the wrong time in the wrong place with the wrong amount of health, with the wrong amount of items, and you didn't realize that right next door is this insane fight that you didn't really grind enough for, and so you're a little underpowered anyway. So, and like you're like screwed. You got no healing items, no res items, and you're dead. You ruined your game.
And when you die, you go back to the fight.
Yeah, if you go back to that point, and so you can't get out of you can't go back. You're stuck. So even if you try to get out of there and go back to the town and fix it, no, I've literally ruined games by saving at the wrong time and have to start the game over.
There's a name for it. It's called soft locking. When you soft lock yourself out of a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a general rule most people follow, like depending on the game. Some games obviously that only have one save slot, you're pretty much fucked in that scenario. But I know that with myself, I always sometimes keep 3 saves in rotation when I'm actually playing a game. Yeah, so
I don't have 2, but I always have 3, but I always have 2. You know, I always have the auto one that it makes, and then I always make my own. And every time I play, I save over the one that I make if I'm happy with it. You know. Comfortable.
Oh, you know what? One of my favorite is too. Is like when you go back to your save file and load up your game, and your little brother has some level 1 character saved over your file.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's
you're
always
allowed.
great. That's always a good one.
They're allowed to be beaten for that.
Well, in modern games, have you done it to yourself, where you're playing something and you've saved over this other save that you've got for hundreds of hours? I did it with a FIFA save. I was like 7 seasons in with some team I took from like the bottom of Championship 2 all the way to the Premier League, and I played 1 hour on another save and accidentally did the auto save, and it saved over my save.
Oh man.
It
Oh yeah, I have heard about this. Have you guys heard about the problem
No,
with the Spider-Man?
Can you explain it, Joe? Because that's new to me.
Yeah. So apparently, for some reason, there was a certain percentage of people who bought the physical disc version of Spider-Man 2, and it would not install like 37% of the game.
Oh.
So everybody was throwing it in, and everybody was getting to the same percentage. It was like the exact same part where it would just go and it would just stop.
Yeah.
And there were like people having flipping meltdowns about it, obviously, because people like live, breathe, and die for Spider-Man, and like you're talking like this is some people's favorite thing, and they couldn't play, and like they were losing their shnikes about it. But it's fixed, so it is fixed.
Yeah, so that just if it's fixed, that just goes to show that the issue wasn't with data on the disc. It was obviously something to do with the console.
Very weird. I mean, I could only speculate.
I wonder.
I've never heard of
yeah.
such a strange issue because
Well,
the
discs are only
digital.
Does you don't
Yeah. You have to think of if that's ever happened before for games. Like, we're obviously collectors and we've got hundreds of thousands of 100,000. We've got thousands of games.
No.
How many games out there? Like, how many games out there?
Andy.
How many games out there have been minted and haven't been verified properly during their manufacturing process, and they do end up sending out corrupted discs? Like, I don't know how often that happens.
Well, it happens a lot where they send out games that aren't working, then they know that, and they
No,
know
they send out.
they can do it
I'm saying that. Yeah, I'm saying they send out games that like are half broken, but I'm saying like back in the Xbox One original, like the Xbox original days, where they were sending out discs that just launched themselves and they didn't have any online update features. I never thought about it until now, like when you could have an issue like that where the burners and stuff in the factory that are burning data to the discs don't burn it properly and it doesn't get verified properly, and then you send out broken discs. That surely has to have happened before, and we just...
Oh, well, I like to believe that, and when we had Marty on the show, who was a game tester, he said when he was testing games that almost every game does get tested, and they should find these little, if a game doesn't work, it doesn't.
No, I'm saying like, okay, so the actual game itself, there's nothing wrong with the game itself. I'm talking about in the minting process where you're actually burning the CD in the factory and the data to the disk. I wonder if ever the data has been corrupted while it's being burnt to disks, and they send out faulty disks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like not on all of them, but on a small proportion of them.
I believe there is a game. Isn't one of the Sodesco games broken? Isn't Pharaonic broken? I'm pretty sure Pharaonic doesn't work if you buy that game. Like it, I could be wrong about that. Let me pull that out of my.
There are broken games.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Toro Anniversary Collection on the PS3 is broken, but it got broken from a certain update.
Yeah, I'm talking about just coming out of the factory broken.
Freaking Dirt VR, stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still so mad about that. That's like the best VR game, one of the best games for PSVR 1, and it doesn't work.
In America, it works in PAL.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
But that it doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be like that. That's silly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make technical sense as to why that's.
Because it comes down to its DLC, and the DLC can't be exchanged between regions and different things like that.
So stupid. That's the thing. Like, I thought we were over that sort of stuff.
No. You can play. You can go on PS4 today and play with someone who's playing on an Xbox and playing on PC, but you can't use DLC from a different country for the same.
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah.
Even though it's region free, it doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
That is one big pile of shit.
Who's here?
Jeff Goldblum. He likes to pop in every once in a while.
Anything else you've been playing, Joe?
Oh yeah. So I downloaded Spider-Man 2, and then I didn't play it because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, you're going on about in chat. You're going on about like when I get home, I'm gonna fucking play this game. I downloaded
it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So what ended up happening is there's this guy I watch. His name is Bog Hog on YouTube, and he's like a game designer, and he's been doing daily Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection, trying to beat the game in one run, without dying or some crate, which is just absurd. What he's trying to do. It's to try to spin plates on basketballs. It's I'm like you're out of your mind. The game is insane. So I couldn't help it. But I was like, how much is it? It was on sale for $9. So I got Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. and I've been playing that. And dude, I am not exact. So I put it on the hardest difficulty because I'm a sadist. I don't know, or I'm a masochist. I think that's what I am. I'm like, I like the punishment part. And I was like, here we go, baby, old school gaming time. I played for like 2 hours and I couldn't beat a single level, dude.
And he's doing it without dying.
For 2 hours, I couldn't beat one level. So I finally was like, oh my God, fine. So I dialed it down one difficulty to the 3rd difficulty. And after about another hour, I beat one level. And then I put it down and I was like, okay, I think that's all I can do for today. Like, the game is a test of your patience. Let's put it that way. Like, it is purposely trying to ruin your day. That's all I'm trying to say. It is so hard, but satisfying. That's what I like about those games, because I've always tried to say that, like, when I beat that level, oh man, I felt good. You know what I mean? I was like, it felt like I beat an actual boss in real life. Like, I was like, yes. So I love that feeling of accomplishment you get from games like that. So anyway, yeah, I've been playing that.
Yeah, I agree. The frustration is it's worth going through all that frustration to get that one moment of euphoria once you overcome.
Yeah.
The harder it is, the better feeling you get when you overcome it.
It is.
There's different people, but like there's people like you, Figsy, and Joe that like that, and there's me where like I die a bunch of times and I say fuck it and throw the controller and that's it. Like,
imagine
different
Andy
people.
is the type of person that goes on YouTube and goes, "How do I cheese this part of the level?"
Bruh, I played, like, when I played Zelda, I'd just go through and look at the temple walkthroughs and stuff, because I'm like, I don't have fucking time to work this shit out. Like, I'm not spending 5 hours working out how to climb up to a cliff. I'm just going to watch someone else on YouTube do it. I'm fucking 35 years old. I don't have time for this shit. Life's too short to fucking spend 5 hours trying to work out how to get up to, like, get a secret tape or something.
And what I loved about Zelda is there's certain temples in the game, and you can spend hours trying to work it out. And once you work it out, it's the best feeling.
No, I wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, puzzle games are tough like that. Puzzle games are the one thing that I don't like stream, because if I can't figure it out, I do start to get real upset, dude, and I start to feel dumb. And then, like, you know what I mean? You have to look it up. Like, it's
but
like,
you feel
to me,
even
that's
dumber.
Like, that's like a defeat when I'm finally like,
you feel even dumber when you look it up and it was so simple.
It always is. That's the problem,
yeah.
Andy. You're always like, and it's always some stupid mechanic like, I didn't know I could move the blue blocks.
Yeah.
Damn it. Like, I've been doing this for an hour. All I had to do is go, push the blue block. Oh my God. It's like,
did you guys play back in the day, I guess, prior to internet or prior to thinking about looking these up, adventure games? Because that's what it takes me back to, like primary school and start of high school, playing certain adventure games where the way you progress is you can play it for 4 hours and do one thing, or you can play it for 4 hours and do half the game. Yeah, you know, just depended on, did I crack that one level? It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, those puzzle games were really fun trying to figure that stuff out pre-internet. And that's why I liked old school RPGs, because there was a lot of stuff like that pre-internet. You had to just figure it out. But man, that's why with me and my brothers, it was so much. I loved having siblings who were into gaming, because we could work together for that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, you know, one of my brothers would be like, I figured out where the hell this thing is in this dungeon. And me and my brother were like, hell yeah, man, show us. How'd you do that? Like, it was like, so exciting.
But have you ever
played the game for the next weeks, grinding up to the next point you got stuck on?
Did you guys ever actively get guidebooks and stuff when you were younger? Like, or was that?
Yes.
Books and have like handwritten notes in the books and different things.
Yeah.
Like go
What about
on
you, Silvan?
game websites and print out their like Grand Theft Auto Vice City cheats and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas cheats and have them stapled and different things like that.
For me, it was just looking up the pictures and the artwork in those guides, because I was too young to understand the English. But I bought the guides. It was just flipping to it. Oh, nice location, cool artwork, and then put it back in the collection.
I've always thought that would be a pretty sweet job, just to get paid to play a game and then write a guide for it. But you'd have to really like writing and stuff. And yeah.
So for me, I think the first time I started buying guides was for Resident Evil games, because those were the first games where I was like, I need to know what to do. I can't dick around, and you cannot dick around in those games because there's not enough ammo and there's not enough health to dick around. Like if you just explore and you try to look through everywhere and fight all the monsters, you're gonna have no health, no bullets. So like that was the first time like I needed the guide where it was like, no, dude, just run by these 3 jerks. Don't go down this place. Wait for that till later. Grab all these herbs, mix them here. Do like it. Like I needed that, and for those games for the first time, and it's the only way I could beat them when I was younger.
When I play games, I want to do everything. I want to kill every monster, find every item.
Me too. I'm a completionist. I am. I'm like that, and you can't do that in those games because well, maybe you can, but I don't. I feel like you literally will not have enough ammo to beat the bosses. So if you want to try to fight everybody with a knife, good luck. Like So.
Yeah, the guide helps you with the strategy, I guess, to get where you want to be. So.
Hey guys, I wanted to ask you all on how you deal with your backlogs.
Who wants to go first?
Let's go first. I use price charting. That was the thing I was started to fill my collection. So I have everything over in there. And now for the PlayStation 3 full set, I'm using an Excel sheet. That's also on my phone. So I can keep track of which game is coming from who or what web shop, and then put them off the list. So I can always put it on my phone. It's easy to see. And with price charting, it's just for fun, see how much is your collection worth, what do I really have. But on the run, I prefer Excel sheets.
Okay, I do want to emphasize more on the question. When I mean backlog, I'm more or less meaning in terms of playing games, not in terms of collecting.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Talking collecting wise.
Do you want to go, Andy?
Yeah. So the way I do it is similar to what Silvan just said. Actually, I use Game Eye, and inside Game Eye, there's actually a tick box that you can click to say that you've completed the game or not. When I finish a game, I basically tick a box and it tells me like that I've finished it. I've just come to the conclusion that like I'll be dead, and then it'll be 100 years past when I'm dead, that like all my games would be completed. Like I'm never gonna complete them, but I always just constantly try and play games and complete them. And my general rule is I have about 4 of them on the go, usually at a time. And I can just keep going, like I just keep juggling them, so I don't get bored playing one game.
Joe?
So I actually started outsourcing my backlog to India. Have them playing my games for me, and then I just have them write up a little review. And I just read it and call it a
Sound
day.
like a trophy hunter.
No.
Oh.
All right. So this is how I do on my backlog. I go, this is what I'm going to play today, and I get it all ready, and then I go, oh look, a shiny penny, and then I just end up playing something else all day.
Yeah, that's a dangerous thing.
And I always have a plan. I'm at the end of Dead Space now for like 2 weeks. I need to play it for like 30 minutes to beat it, and I just keep starting other things and doing other things, and I don't. Like another game I've been. Oh my god, dude! I've been playing Crimson Clover World Explosion. It's a shmup game. It is. I honestly think it may be one of my favorite shmups I've ever played in my entire life, dude. I am loving the absolute hell out of this game. It is so fun.
Is there a source of frustration, but that you get when you like start all these games and don't finish them? And for me, I'm not OCD at all, but I get frustrated when I feel like I've got way too many games on my plate that I haven't finished, and I've got to finish them before I start other ones, I guess.
I can answer Andy's question with how I do games because it tackles that issue. So I keep a physical list on a pen and paper of not games that I haven't played, but games that I've started and I haven't finished, and I write where I'm up to and what I want to achieve in that game. So, for example, on the list, I've got complete Red Dead Redemption 2. I've got get the Platinum Trophy on Demon Souls PS5. I've gotten all the trophies bar one, so it's just, all right, you've got to play that and grind it, and different things like that. I've got different RPGs that I've gotten up to a certain point I want to finish, and that's sort of my backlog. There's about 10 or 15 games on there. It's not too much of a list. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah. because it's a common criticism from people that aren't collectors of, yo, you guys have all those games and you never play them, blah 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 blah. Like, you know, and I mean, Figsy, you'd probably would have gotten that all the time when you're showing people your PS3 collection. The first thing that some idiot would say is, you got all them games, you haven't played all them games. And like, well, of course you haven't played all them games. You got a backlog and you're gonna play the ones that you want to play. Like,
I noticed I got that a lot more when I first started collecting 10 plus years ago, because these games didn't really have a value to most people back then. Where today, people understand that games can be worth something, and there's a genuine reason behind collecting video games, and things like that. But previously, I copped that all the time, especially when I first started on YouTube. Constantly getting YouTube comments. Have you played them all? But have you played them? Blah blah blah.
It's the stupidest, dumbest thing to say too. It's like asking hey, you have Spotify. Have you listened to all the songs? You have them all. Why haven't you listened to all of them? You have access to all of them. Yeah. So why haven't you listened to everything? You have TV, right? Have you watched all of the shows?
All the channels?
Every single thing? You haven't? Why not? You have them. You an idiot. I'm like, what is the matter with you? You have freaking some compulsive disorder thing? You have to watch everything and do every single thing you own or whatever? Like, no, there's lots of things. There's lots of TV shows I've started. I haven't finished them. What the hell do you mean? What's your problem? Who even cares? It's absurd.
I think
it's like someone having 500 guitars and like, do you play all your guitars every day? What? Why do you have them?
Have a different mindset on how they buy games. So let's take the mindset of someone who plays all their games. Only buys games to play, and in their mind, every game on the shelf's like a platinum trophy to them, and they've got everyone, and there's like a section of games that they haven't played. So I've had that question from people who generally don't mean to offend or anything.
Probably not even games that they haven't played. They've probably played all their games.
Yeah, exactly.
They've played all.
But there are some people who generally have no idea why you buy this and wouldn't play them. But like you do get some people who are asking in a contradicting way as well.
So, Silvan, now that you've had time to listen to us talk about that, are you ready to answer the question now, maybe?
Yeah, it's for me very simple. I just walk to my closet, take a look, pick a game, play it for a few hours. If I like it, I complete it. And otherwise, I put it back. I'm very simple with video games. And if I get stuck with them, I play them a few months later, and then I go further with it. For some reason, if I get stuck, I don't like it anymore. And when I come back a few months later, I easily finish the level and go further and complete the game.
A fresh, just a break sometimes from something that you haven't played for a while is enough to get you. I guess that's a satisfaction and euphoria thing like you were talking about before, Figsy, where if you do get frustrated with the game, sometimes just putting it down for 10 minutes, walking away and coming back is enough to get you to get past a section that you couldn't get past for some unknown reason. Yeah.
You need to do that. Ghosts and Goblins. Like I said, I played 4 hours. I put it down several times. I'm like, I'm going to get a snack. Because you end up like getting frustrated and making the same mistakes over and over again. And you know what I mean? Like you need to sometimes like stop, regroup, go back at it and just be like, okay, that wasn't working.
Yeah.
I'm going to try a different path. I'm going to try waiting. I need to adjust my strategy. And like, if sometimes like you get too emotional and you just want to like force it, like you just want to, you know what I mean? Like you're like, it's like trying to get like a couch through a doorway and you can't figure it out and you just want to like smash it through and break the damn door. But that's not what you should do. You need to stop, think about it, readjust, move the angle.
Come back with a chainsaw and just cut bits out of the door.
Yeah.
Well, guys, why don't we play some quiz? Let's get into Figsy's quiz.
Oh, yeah. Who's playing this week?
All you guys are playing.
Oh. He asks that every week. You ask that every week, Joe. You know you're playing.
So, guys, we have a bit of an announcement for chat. As you guys may or may not know, on our last podcast, Mario got his correct answer, which takes him to 5 points. So Mario is our first ever winner of Chat Figsy's quiz. So congratulations, Mario.
Nice work, man. Nice work.
Very nice.
So moving forward, we have some bit of news for you guys. We're going to do things a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to have two different pools for the chat quiz. We're going to have an EU pool and an NA pool. So depending on the time of the show, it'll either be an EU quiz or an NA quiz. If you get points in either one, your points won't accumulate in both. You'll go for one or the other. Points have been reset. There will be two prizes up for grabs, one for EU viewers and one for NA viewers. So good luck, everyone. To get the point, I need the full title in chat. First person to correctly name the full title gets the point. So chat, here is your question for the week. We're up to the video game.
I know what it is.
Shh. No hints.
I'm not gonna say. I think
I think I know it.
I'm probably wrong.
I'm just going to get the quiz up while we leave this up. Won't be a second. So guys, have we got a volunteer on who would like to go first tonight?
Joe will.
So did Pavel make the quiz?
Silvan's going second, and
Okay.
Andy will be going third.
Yeah.
Pavel made tonight's quiz completely.
Mad. Okay, that was the question. Just checking. Surely someone in chat's going to get that. And if you don't get that, then just don't collect video games.
Ouch.
And then here's me. Someone's going to say what it is, and you're like, that's
He's
correct.
gonna
I'm like,
get,
that's not
and
what
he's
I
going to
had.
get it wrong.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
And then you'll have to just give your collection to us. I'm sorry. That's just
No, well,
rules
if
of
someone
the show.
guesses it,
Rules
if
of
someone
the show.
guesses it, I'll tell you what I thought it was, and you can laugh at me.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys. Question number one. This one is for Joe.
Let's do it.
What year was the Xbox Live launch? Was it 2002, 2004, 2006, or 2008?
Hmm, 2004.
Incorrect. Silvan.
Damn.
2006.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Andy
No.
for the spin.
It's 2002. It was available at launch.
Oh, wow.
Correct. Xbox
Yeah.
Live was available at launch in 2002.
Oh, it's the Wi-Fi adapter that
Yeah.
came out later, right? But the actual console still had it. Could you like
No,
hardwire?
there's no Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi adapter. It had Ethernet.
Yeah, originally it didn't have a Wi. I'm for some reason I remember the.
I think you're
Wi-Fi
thinking of the
came out
360.
later.
360
Oh, wait.
has the
360.
Oh,
had
I
a
am
Wi-Fi
thinking of the
adapter.
60. Was that? The
Yeah, no, OG Xbox is Ethernet only. Kept the cable.
Whatever, bros.
Ah.
So Andy got it. Andy got that one.
Yeah, Andy got the point. Before we move on
What's
to question two,
has anyone?
I can
in chat?
reveal that Banfi has correctly answered chat's question with Blue Reflection, Second Life. Congratulations, Banfi. Was that what you were thinking of, Andy?
No. I was thinking Horizon Zero Dawn. So not even close.
Wow.
All these people are stupid. Fucking.
I mean, I can see what you're thinking of, but it's kind of not really. It's kind of a Horizon, but not really, and it's wide.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought it
Idiot,
might
eh?
be Second Son. I was like, how's that Infamous? The first picture. I was like, I'm like, what the frig? But that makes so much more sense.
All right,
That's
question
okay.
2 is for Silvan. Now, this is a video question, so I won't hear you until after the question. I will ask the question first, though. So this is a commercial of what PS1 game? I'll give you your 4 options: Tekken, Tobal, Street Fighter, or Battle Arena Toshiden.
Oh, yes.
Jeffrey, are you okay?
Almost there.
Jeffrey, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Open the door this instant.
Yeah.
Jeffrey, my God, you're gonna go blind.
I don't care.
That was weird, man.
Oh man.
Sorry, Andy, tell me what you said.
Can you repeat the options, please?
So you have Tekken, Tobal, Street Fighter, or Battle Arena Toshiden.
Let's go for Battle Arena to Sweden.
Incorrect. So I just want to get the order back how we had it before. Andy?
I'm gonna say probably. He was playing Tekken, I think.
Incorrect.
Ah.
50-50.
Tobal.
So that was the Street Fighter 2
New Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah, baby.
What an, I
was-
mean, dude.
I was gonna
video
say,
game
maybe he was playing Leisure Suit Larry, but yeah.
All right, moving on to question 3.
Old
Andy,
video
this
game
one for you.
was something
Awesome, man. Yeah, Dreamcast too. Sweet.
else. Wow.
PC first-person shooter Tasty Temple Challenge, released in 2000, was sponsored and had a product placement from what company? Was it KFC, Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, or Taco Bell?
Whose question is this?
This is for Andy.
Oh, wow! I thought it was Joe. My bad.
I absolutely knew he had no idea it was his question. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So, so I can't see violent diarrhea on the screen, so it's not Taco Bell. There's no cops on the screen, so it's not Dunkin' Donuts. There's not angry Karens on there because there's not enough lettuce, so it's not Subway. It's going to be KFC, I reckon.
It's not KFC, Joe.
Oh.
I think it's Subway.
Incorrect.
Is
Silvan?
it Taco Bell?
It is Taco Bell, correct.
Whoa, okay. Oh, it is.
And at the end of round 1, Joe's yet to get on the board. Silvan and Andy have both got themselves 1 point. Still anyone's game. So moving on to question number 4. Joe, this one's for you.
All
So,
right.
Joe, I'm going to show you the 1990 cover of Sim City. The city is being hit with a tornado that can destroy your city. What famous movie and video game character was charged over the unauthorized use of the image in 1989 from this cover?
What? I literally do not understand your question, sir.
Wow.
So here's the original cover of Sim City. So there was a famous movie and video game character that used this image in their production, then they got sued over it. Who was it?
This movie and video game character. I'm gonna say the Tasmanian Devil. Fuck, no idea, bro.
Incorrect. Silver?
I have no clue. Superman?
Not Superman. Do you know, Andrew?
Is it Marvin the Marshal?
Not Marvin the Marshal. This might have been a tough one, but if you really look at the image, you can sort of work it out. So it was Godzilla. So Godzilla.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, yeah.
The exact same image from SimCity on the front cover. All right, moving on to question number 5. Sylvan, this one's for you. I'm going to show you a screenshot. You have to tell me what game the screenshot's from.
Is that Wolfenstein?
Not Wolfenstein. Andy?
Cool. Is it from? What's that new game that's recently come out? Sorry, I'm talking to myself. I'm just gonna look. I have no idea. I'm just gonna say it's COD.
Not Call of Duty. Joe?
Medal of Honor.
That is from Medal of Honor.
Hey, nice. Was that a guess, Joe? Or?
You answered that.
Oh no,
Joe.
I have no idea
No,
what
no,
Craig
no.
spoken that makes you say, "What's this new game that just came out?" That looked like a PS1 game so hard, dude.
Yeah, no, I was confused. The game I was thinking of was that. No, I can't even think of it. You know the new Russian-based like game?
Oh, Tarkov.
No, not that. The other.
Tarkov.
No, the other one. The most
I know
recent
what
like
I'm talking about, but I wouldn't be able to remember.
Atomic Heart. I thought it was Atomic Heart. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to question number 6. Andy, this one's for you.
Mm-hmm.
What was the game title of the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game in the PAL region?
It's just called skateboarding. Wait, what's the question again?
What is the game title of the first Tony Hawk's Pro Skater game in the PAL region?
Oh, I know this. It's just called Pro Skating or something like that. Professional skating. Professional skater.
Not professional skater. Joe?
I think it's Le Tony Hawk the Pro Skater. I have no fucking idea, bro.
I was close, but right, Figsy. I was close.
I'm pretty sure it was El Skateboardio, El Tonio, I don't know. Pass.
Well, I will say it's got an English name. It's not.
I know. I just literally have no idea, bro.
Silvan, it's up to you.
Tony Hawk Pro Skating.
Silvan was the closest. It was called Tony Hawk Skateboarding.
Yeah.
They were like, he is no pro. Not over here. He is American amateur.
All right. At the end of round 2, scores are all locked up at 1-1-1. It's anyone's game.
Ooh.
This is exciting.
All right, moving on to
just
question
bad.
7. That's one for you. Now, I'm going to play a song in Portuguese, and you have to tell me what famous video character this song is about.
Dude, oh man.
Eu trocado pra o seu bruxo, ó palha abundante, oh.
What the hell is happening?
Pra o seu bruxo, ó palha abundante.
It's clear as day, guys.
Yeah, I know this one. You watch out, Silvan. Yeah, you better get this. You better get this right, mate. You better fucking get this right.
Let's go for Sonic.
That's
Joe. Oh, sorry.
Well, it's my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, can you play it one more time? I'm sorry.
Eu trocado pra o seu bruxo, ó palha abundante, oh. Eu trocado pra o seu bruxo, ó palha abundante.
Dude, I don't flipping know, man. Pokemon.
Fucking Dr. Evil's cat doing on the screen.
Silvan, do you want to keep your answer, Sonic?
I keep it with Sonic.
So Sonic was incorrect. Andy?
I didn't actually know this. I was bluffing. Is it Mario?
No, it's not Mario. I'll play the answer for you guys.
Ведь могу заплатить, зачтется все это. Rozsadaj Wiedźminowi, za kiewką potrząśnij, pukałem kłamami, że ta suo sorceleur, ami de l'humanité.
That's the most.
From the
We were
window.
never gonna. No one was ever gonna get that
You'd
here.
have to
Like
you'd have
ever.
to pay me money to watch a Netflix show.
Yeah, I guess
Literally
if
have
someone
to
had watched
force
it,
me to
someone
watch
had-
that show. I am
I actually watched the first episode and turned it off like 20 minutes in. So
same here. I put that on. I watched about half an episode and I went, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Literally,
I'm gonna.
no. You. Never mind. I don't want to go off on a long.
Moving on to
tangent.
question number 8.
Good idea.
Silvan, this one's for you. Now, Silvan, I'm going to show you a graph of jokers from the Arkham Asylum game. You have to tell me which Joker is from the Arkham Asylum game.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Only one of them is?
Only one.
Stuff.
Now, the way this will work is it's going to keep going around in a circle until one of you guys gets it.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna joke guess. I won't do that then.
Is it C5?
C5 is incorrect. And
No, that's the guy from Suicide Squad. Can I? I'm on the spot.
You said from you said from Arkham.
Arkham Asylum video game.
B3.
B3 is incorrect. Joe?
I think it's C3.
C3 is incorrect. Silvan?
C4?
C4 is incorrect. Andy?
B1.
B1 is incorrect. Joe? How many times will this go around in a circle?
Yeah.
It's tough. A4.
A4 is incorrect. Silvan?
D3?
D3 is incorrect. Andy?
I'm just going to keep going with B's. B4.
Incorrect. Joe?
A1
Incorrect. Silvan?
is delicious steak sauce. I wasn't my answer. Hold on.
A5?
A5 is incorrect. Andy?
That's the one for. Come on, that's Jack.
C3.
C3 has already been said. Incorrect.
Oh, okay. Wait, no.
Another guess. You do not.
Far out.
It's down to Joe. You got to remember yourself. Sorry.
Yeah, bro. You gotta pay attention, bro. B5.
Right, I'm writing these down.
B5 is incorrect.
What the hell, man?
We already said that one, man.
I'm pretty sure, someone did say B5.
Yeah, we already said that one,
Yeah,
Joe.
no, and I'm not crying about it, am I?
Let's go for A4.
A4's already been said. And it's incorrect.
Oh, okay.
We can't even
Okay, D5.
That's the movie Joker.
Far out.
C2.
What'd you say?
C2.
C2 is correct.
Yeah!
Oh,
Get out of me! Yeah, easy. Do it all along.
Yeah, easy. It took 21 guesses.
I was just trying to be a good sport and give the other guys a chance.
Oh, God.
No.
I regret doing the circle thing.
Whoa, Jason Trickster calling us out.
All right, who started that question? That was Silver's question. So we'll move on to question 9 for Andy.
Let's do it.
Andy, what video game related word is hidden in this photo?
Will Smith.
It's not Will Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The video game related word.
Video game related word. Video game.
Is it the name of a game, or is it just a word from a game?
The question was, what video game related word is hidden from the photo?
All right, you're dating somebody's ex. Somebody is dating your ex. Your ex is getting somebody's ex. In this life, we are all. God, I'm gonna say like used copies. I don't know. Secondhand.
Incorrect. Silvan? For the still?
Let me check. Somebody. 6X from the 6X controller.
I think, Joe, you're on the right track, and I like how you're thinking, Silvan. It was all
X-Men.
X-Men.
Ah.
Unless you're a woman, and then that makes zero sense. But that's okay.
It's a meme. It's a question.
I know, but I'm it's like you literally that if
Yeah,
only
yeah,
that only
yeah.
makes sense if you know this is for not girls. But that's okay.
All right, let's get a score update at the end of round 3. Joe's taking the lead of 2 points. Sylvan and Andy are both behind on 1 point.
Batman
Joe,
expert over
come
here.
from behind. All right, moving on to round 4.
Practically Bruce Wayne myself. No.
Now, this round is going to be our photo round, so you guys have to guess the video game from the photo. Joe, here's your video game.
Okay. So these ones are hard because I have to think about like what I'm supposed to be focusing on. You know what I mean? Like the color, the Pokemon, the actual. You know what I mean? And like, what is this thing on the right? It's just a cube. Like, you know, like. Not picking up on it. Not picking up on it.
I'll give you another 20 seconds. Joe.
Pass. I'm not giving any hints.
Sylvan?
Green Lantern.
I like how you're thinking, but it's not Green Lantern. Andy?
Oh, I know it now. I'm so stupid. I got it now.
Is it the name?
Damn.
It's the name of a game, isn't it?
I know it.
Okay.
I didn't see the plus sign, bros. I'm mad.
I'll give you 20 seconds, Andy.
I honestly have no idea. I was gonna say GameCube. It's not. It's not.
Freaking orange box.
Oh, no.
Orange box.
Oh.
Sylvan,
It's almost
Sylvan.
a disadvantage to go first in these rounds.
Yeah.
You get less
It
time to
is.
think about it.
Like I would have got I would have got that right if I'd heard Sylvan's guess. That's why I don't give hints because I'm like,
Yeah. Well, there you go, Sylvan. You gave something away.
Yeah.
You did.
All right, next one. Sylvan, here's your game.
Can't be that easy. No, that one doesn't exist. Let me think. The cover.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you
Yeah.
focusing on? Is what like these are open to
Exactly.
interpretation, so you have to like seriously like be like, what is this like?
And those are put together in one picture. Lego Marvel Spider-Man.
It's not Lego Marvel Spider-Man, Andy.
Yeah, I also don't know, and I know that it's a thing that doesn't exist because I was going to say Lego Spider-Man, but that's not a thing, so that doesn't make any sense. So up to you, Joe. It's all,
You're
it's all on
passing?
you, Joe. Yeah, man. I've got no idea.
Yeah, it could go a lot of different ways. I feel like the way it's positioned is like why is it on top of it like that? Like that has to be. It's got to be like something undercover or like Lego undercover. I'm gonna say Lego undercover.
I'm going to give Joe the point because it's Lego City Undercover.
Yes! Yes!
Ah.
Yes! I knew it was some sort of conceptual thing. I'm like, why is it on top of the thing?
Fucking Joe.
Will even sent this to me and I said to him, I think it's too hard. You should use like a blanket or something.
I knew it. The Spider-Man was totally a red
Yeah.
herring. I knew it.
Yeah.
Why no one
I'm
said just Spider-Man 3 because it's there.
Yeah, or Lego the movie is also possible.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, good job. That was good. That was good.
Woo!
All right, final one. Andy, this is your game.
Okay. Okay, so that's me. Place I never go to. And another, and another thing that I never do.
That's because you don't do the second thing.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so Zim P equals Z. P equals Z. Pim.
Ain't no passing praise. For the rest of your days.
That's
Sorry.
okay. So it's Pumbaa at the gym. Pumbaa at the gym on a party.
Fupa at the gym party.
Pumbaa Zumba party. Zumba party.
Not Zumba Party, Joe. I need more than that for an answer, so I'm not going to take it. Sorry.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
You want to take one more stab at it, Andy? I mean, you're pretty close. You just missed in the middle. Do you want to try for the middle?
Zumba gym party.
Okay, you didn't get it right. It's Zumba fitness party.
I'm not going to take that either. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, that ain't it? Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh.
So then we have Zumba party. It's not gym, it's not fitness. Zumba exercise party.
It's workout.
Well, Joe was closest. It was Zumba Fitness joined the party.
Oh, come on.
Huh?
Look at the-
What?
It
Oh,
says Zumba
no.
fitness
Yeah,
party.
party.
You're giving it to me?
No, for
You're
the
not
answer like
giving it to
that.
me?
Yeah, no, fuck this.
Dude,
Fuck
that's
I
a
this.
gave him the
bunch
point.
Nah.
Gave him the point.
No,
I'm
fuck
taking
this.
that. I'm
See you
taking
later.
that
Fuck
point.
this.
I'm taking my point. We're ruled. Andy, get back here.
I give you the point because it got written like that. So moving on to the final
You
round.
can't write the answer the same way I say it.
No. Moving on to the final round, Joe's got a score of 4 points. Sylvan and Andy are both behind on 1 point. So
Oh,
we
wow.
do have 15 points up for grab in our final round. I don't know why, but some answers have been deleted. So bear with me 1 second, guys, before we start
Oh,
this.
no.
So you guys may not know this, but I put 3,000 hours into Zumba fitness party. Hell yeah! What do you think? I
Did
look
you?
So good?
See, I believe that, Joe, because of the games you play.
Yeah, I know you might. Oh, dude, I
Fun-
seriously, I got my PSVR 2 headset finally, like my third one, and I hadn't played Beat Saber for weeks, dude. And I literally played for like 2.5 hours straight when I finally got it back, and I was covered in sweat from head to toe. Literally, like couldn't even believe it, dude. Like, oh man, that game is so fun.
Fun fact: I have once traded into a pawn shop that Figsy used to work at a copy of Zumba Fitness in a sleeve, like in a protective sleeve, and he's he's just standing at the counter going like, "Why the fuck is there a protective sleeve on this $1 copy of this piece of shit Xbox 360 game? Like, why?" I'm just like, I don't know, man. I just put it on there. Like, I see a game, put a fucking sleeve on it.
When you first start collecting, you buy anything and sleeve it all, and you're proud of it.
Yeah, you're like, oh wow.
You flipped it over. You flipped it over, and you said, "Look at that ass." That's
Yeah.
why I gotta keep the look. That's the best artwork I've ever seen.
All right, let's move on to the final round. So our final round, round 13, is going to be the sound round again. Now,
Okay.
how it's going to work is there will be no strikes until we go around the second time, but each of you will get one chance at answering. So it's going to start with Sylvan because you guys are behind. Andy will go second, and Joe will be going third. So, game number 1, Sylvan, this is your sound.
That's Need for Speed Underground.
That's correct.
Sure
Sylvan
is.
takes the point.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm like literally like every time I
Lucky.
hear it, I think from the window to the
All
wall.
right, all riders on the storm.
Yeah, Rise on the Storm is the one. All right, Andy, here's your sound.
Yep. That's Diddy Kong Racing.
Incorrect, Joe.
Oh, what?
Is it Banjo Kazooie?
Incorrect, Silvan.
Banjo Racing.
Incorrect. We will save that one for the end.
Okay.
Ones are involved. Question number 3, Joe. This one's for you.
That's it. I can barely hear it. Go one more time.
Oh, that one's easy.
The Tekken?
Not Tekken, Silvan.
Think Guilty Gear.
Not Guilty Gear, Andy.
That's Doom. It's the original Doom.
That is Doom. Andy takes it.
Boom. Yeah.
I love how you backed it up after going, that's easy.
Yeah, I know. Well, then, like last week, I said,
says
like, you
that
guys
on
are
every
fucking
question.
idiots. Like,
Says that every
I
question.
like that question. Like, if you don't get this one, you shouldn't be a collector and you didn't get it.
yeah.
All right, moving on to game number 4. Silvan, this one's for you.
Worms.
That's from Worms.
Yes. Nice.
Moving
man.
on to Andy.
Play it again one more time. Fuck, I know that, but like I know it in a different tone. Play it one more time. Ah, I know this one. Play it one more time. I don't know what it is. I got no idea, man.
I'm pretty sure Andy
Embarrassed,
just trolled you like for 4 minutes. One more time. One more time. One more time.
Well, no, the thing is, he doesn't know what it is.
I do. I definitely think I know what it is, but I don't.
Is it Pikmin?
It's not Pikmin. Silvan?
Is it from Pokemon? The Pokemon Center.
I'm surprised that you guys didn't get that. That's the
Yeah.
Pokemon Center.
When you hear like, the Pokemon, fuck.
I don't play Pokemon games, bro.
But the sound was a bit off.
Yeah, the sound was
Yeah,
But
yeah, it
it might
was.
be from a game, one of the lines that you didn't play, you know.
Whose question is this?
This is you, Joe.
That's Resident Evil.
That's correct.
Mm.
See, at least I know.
Nice, man.
I,
Nice.
the games I play, I know. Except that you're asking me about that damn gun in Resident Evil 4.
Right, moving on to question 7. Silvan, this one's here.
Jason! Jason!
Sorry?
I will pass on this one.
Andy?
This one.
Can you play it one more time?
Jason! Jason!
I have Dying Light.
Not Dying Light, Joe.
No.
Jason!
Literally no idea. Pass.
Well, I will leave that one to the end. I'm very surprised that no one got it. Moving on to question 8, and this one is for Andy.
No idea. Random guess. Wii Resort.
Not Wii Resort. Joe?
Damn.
Dead or Alive.
Silvan?
Kirby.
Not Kirby. So that one will be safe for the end. We now have 3 answers and 3 points to be able to close at the end. Moving on to question 9. Joe, this one's for you.
I think I know. I think I know.
Sounds like an N64 game to me. Conkers.
Not Conkers. Silvan?
Banjo and Kazooie.
Not Banjo and Kazooie. Andy?
Well, Joe, I was fucking thinking that it was exactly what you said. So, that goes out the window now. I think it's a 64. I think you're right. I think it's a 64 game. It sounds like a 64 game.
Play one more time.
Yep. I fucking swear that's Conker's Bad Fur Day.
The answer, and if you want to say it again, you're free to.
Is it Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Shut the fuck up.
I honestly don't know what it is, so I'm just going to say it's Conker's Bad Fur Day.
We move on to question number 10. Silvan, this one's for you.
Sam, I am.
Can you play it again, please?
Sam, I am.
God of War.
Not God of War. Andy?
Serious Sam?
That is Serious Sam, I am.
Yep.
Moving on to question 11. Andy, this one's for you.
That is Far Cry 2?
Not Far Cry 2. Joe?
Uncharted. I have no idea, dude.
Not Uncharted. Silvan?
Prince of Persia.
Not Prince of Persia. 11 will go.
Assassin's Creed, maybe?
Moving on to the next question. This is number 12 for Joe.
That's Home Sweet Home.
Silvan?
That's not Home Sweet Home? Really? Oh, well, I mean, that is definitely the same sound, but...
Silent Hill.
Andy?
God of War.
Not God of War. So number 12 will be going to the next round. All right. Final lot of questions. Silvan, this one's
I think I know what that last one is. I think I might know what that is. It's
Silvan?
badass.
Just about to guess Contra.
Not Contra. Andy?
That is the GTA Vice City menu music.
That is the GTA Vice City Mission Complete music. Andy gets a point.
So,
Nice.
Moving on to number 14. Andy, this one's for you.
is that Toe Jam and Earl?
Incorrect.
Ah,
That's Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
That is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
wow.
Final question for Joe.
Assassin's Creed. I don't know.
That is Assassin's Creed.
I was going to say Arab Drift Cars.
All right,
That's a good guess.
you all have 3 lives. We have 6 questions left. Give you guys a quick score update. Joe has got 6 points. Andy and Silvan have both got 4 points. So there is still anyone's game. It is Silvan's turn. Starting off with
So fucking catchy, whatever it is.
I know, it's pissing me off.
Love it, dude.
I know what it is, but it's pissing. I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah, clearly not.
Donkey Kong 64.
not Donkey Kong. Silvan loses a life. Andy?
Can you play it one more time? I feel like it's a racing game. Crash Racing? We've already said that, haven't we?
I will give you the point because that was Crash Bandicoot 2.
Okay.
You can hear it now, right? Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. All right, moving on to question 7. Joe?
Jason! Jason!
And I'm not allowed to pass, or am I?
You have to answer here.
Okay. No idea, dude. Destroy all humans.
Not Destroy All Humans. Joe has a strike. Silvan?
Friday the 13th.
It's not Friday the 13th. Silvan's got 2 strikes. Andy?
What is the name of the game that's currently the title for this episode?
The thumbnail.
isn't.
Yeah, the thumbnail.
It's not that.
Okay, well I fucked up then. Lose one of my lives. Go on, I fucked up.
Not Kane and Lynch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Jason and Lynch or something for some reason.
That I'm surprised that you guys didn't get that, because that's a famous PS3 meme from Heavy Rain. When you play the first mission, he loses his son called Jason, and the main protagonist, you have to yell, press X to yell, Jason! You just walk around hitting X, screaming, Jason! Jason! It became like focal meme in the PS3 community. All right.
Damn it.
So Andy has a strike. Joe has a strike. Silvan has 2 strikes. Silvan has 4 points. Andy's got 5. Joe's got 7 points. Still anyone's game. Next one is for Joe.
This is like a Sega game or something. This has got to be like Daytona Racing or something. I'm going to say Daytona Racing.
It's not Daytona Racing.
Something like that.
Samba de Amigo.
Incorrect. Andy?
I really don't like you have to answer.
Bust a move?
I know some of the other ones that are coming up, and I'm going to be dead before I get there.
It's not Bust a Move. So, guys, I can confirm that Silvan has now been knocked out. So it is a 2-horse race. Joe and Andy are both on 2 strikes. Have to answer.
So what was the answer?
That was from Rayman Legends.
Ah.
So I do need an answer here, Joe.
That's the noise I make when my girlfriend tickles my balls. How did you even get this recording? I'm like really disturbed right now.
From the closet.
God. I'm going to say Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
Incorrect. Joe is now out. Andy, all down to you. If Andy gets this right, he's still in the quiz. If he gets it wrong, Joe wins. What is it, Andy?
Play it one more time.
Close your eyes and imagine my girlfriend tickling my balls. Should help. All right, no, don't imagine. I make a totally different noise.
Oh, sorry. I was imagining I was your girlfriend.
Good God. Like stubble.
It's an old game. It's a really old game because it's a really shitty quality. Is it from Shenmue?
Not from Shenmue. So this week's winner goes to Joe Rad. Well done, Joe.
Woo! All right, what was the answer though?
What
was the answer?
From Oddworld Abe's Odyssey.
Okay.
Oh, Abe's Odyssey.
Can we go through the other ones? Because I do want to guess at least one more of them. Do you mind?
So the other ones, and Joe,
Play them too. Play them. I want to guess.
Number 11 is no one knew this, right?
That's God of War.
So that was the sound from completing a quest in The Witcher 3.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And this one here was
Is this Left 4 Dead?
not Left 4 Dead.
I mean, wait. Yeah, no, Left 4 Dead is what I was thinking. What is
Just want to see if anyone in chat's got it. Someone in chat's got it. Banfi's got it correct. That is the sound of a clicker in The Last of Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any
Now I
more?
can
Congratulations, Joe, on winning this week's Pigsy Squeeze. That was 5, guys. 6 points. 5 points to Andy. Sorry, 7 points to Joe, 5 to Andy, and 4 to Silva.
That was rough, boys.
Yeah. That was a tough one. Thanks,
Pavel and Joe are in cahoots together, and he knows the answers. So.
All I know is every Batman fan alive is never going to watch this again.
No. And the fact that we didn't know that was Heavy Rain, that's like one of the biggest PS3 titles, we're just
No, I'm shocked you just didn't know that Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
I did play it. Yeah, it's quite
Shame on you, PS. Exactly. That was so much shame.
Yeah, shame on you, PS.
All this quiz does is expose me as a fraud.
You're not a gamer, you're a fraud.
Yeah.
And it also tests like a lot of these sounds you would have heard before, but you just can't remember what it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you try to place them in the right thing. You know what I mean?
Like the Doom one, we all would have played Doom a lot, and
Yeah, of course. And like I played the Oddworld thing. I've heard that noise a million times, but that little laugh could have been from I think of 1,000 things.
It could be Conker,
possibly
yeah,
from,
Yeah,
you know?
Conkers.
I was on the wrong way with Conquer. You said Conquer, so I was maybe 8. No, then it's N64.
Hey, at least I had the right generation.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah, it
said,
was
the
PS1,
audio
but-
quality. I was like, that's definitely like a 1997 MP3 file.
Now, Joe, I know you got a lot of pickups to show us. You want to show some stuff off?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to go first?
I haven't got many things to go, so feel free.
Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
Well, I haven't got any pickups, but I pulled some cool stuff out of the collection to show off. So,
Cool.
we have a Black Label PAL copy of Grandeur on PS1.
Nice.
And what I love about this
That
is
artwork.
the manual weighs about half a kilo. It's actually
Oh my Jesus!
it's got its own spine.
But is most of the manual just like how to click buttons on the controller and shit, or is it actually legitimately
I
things
think the
about
way
the
these
game?
manuals work. Oh wow, it's all in color too. Yeah, it's a full
Ah.
color manual and explains like characters in the game and
That's
different-
mad.
It's like a guide. Like that's is really cool.
Because some manuals
That's
were just
pretty
like how to set
cool.
up a PlayStation.
It's pretty cool.
And it's all in English or multilingual, the guy?
Yeah, it's all in English. That manual. It's just one manual, which is crazy. And the next one I wanted to show is a slipcover. So here we have the Juice 2 Collector's Edition. This is an
was a
Australian exclusive. It was on
it's a
the
sweet
PS2, PS3, and the Xbox 360. I'm not going to take it out because I've got it in a protective sleeve, and they're quite hard to get in and out. It does actually fold open though, this slipcover, which is pretty cool. Fortunately, you won't see that here. And the case has Juice 2 Collector's Edition printed on the case as well. So it's one of those unique ones that they carry over and print the artwork on the case as well as the slipcover, which is pretty
Was it
cool.
hard to find, Figsy, or
Yeah, this is pretty hard to find, even living in Australia, which is crazy.
yeah?
Did Juiced 1 ever get a release? I've only ever seen 2.
Juice got a PS2 release.
It did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
PS2 game. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to grab. I love like PS2 and PS3. I for some reason think that's the epitome of racing games. I love all the racing games, all the arcadey style games in particular. I'm not into like
Those in
racing.
particular, they were like true street racing. They were really fun.
Oh, dude, I love all the Need for Speeds, all that. So yeah, anyway, I'm definitely gonna track those down. Got some.
To keep in team, I got Battle versus Chess.
Yeah,
oh,
shit
nice.
games. That's what
And
I'm
it's
talking
so
about,
skilled.
baby. That's awesome.
And also comes with a cover you can fold open. And spray.
That's
Really?
cool, man. Yeah,
So what's interesting about that is that was the only way that game was released. There's no standard release of that game. It's just that version. So if you get if you've got a normal copy, it's incomplete, basically.
So is that a new take on the old DOS game, Battle Chess, which I've been playing recently actually? Is it
I think it is. It's from
is it made by Interplay or no?
Dergem Games and Chess Base Fritz, and that's the Fritz engine.
That's cool.
Okay. It's meant to be quite fun. It got good reviews and everything.
No,
Yeah.
I got,
that looks
so
fun.
when I get this one, I
Yeah, it's got
also-
interface on the front cover.
another chess game
Fritz, yeah, yep, got that one.
to complete the subset of chess games on PS3.
Chess games are cool. I mean, I don't know
Chess
about me.
is
I
awesome.
like chess games. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chess
Timeless.
is big these days. It's an esport.
it's a timeless game. It will live all eternity.
And then for the cover variants,
Ooh.
I got the Japanese and the NTSC one,
Nice.
but I love the Japanese one because it's much brighter.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
a
European and American is very dark.
Mm.
So it was a coincidence to buy these this week. And the last one is Time Crisis 4.
Nice. Hell yeah, buddy.
And
you get
then
the guns?
Chinese edition.
Cool.
Yeah,
I love
lately
how the
there.
Chinese cover hasn't got the rating on the front cover. It's just all artwork.
Yeah, it's just
Do
clean.
you have a set of gun cons? I still haven't picked up gun cons. I really want some.
Not yet, but you have to put receivers on your television or something.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
like sensors you have to put
Uh,
on the thing. And I mean, you can just use the PS3 Move. You don't need to get the gun con. So if you have a Move and a cam, you're fine. You can play those games.
PS1 gun comes 4-time prices.
Hmm.
So that's one of my pickups for this week.
Cool, man.
To show you guys.
Very cool.
For me, this week I got some old NES and Master System games.
Hell yeah.
And
That's what I'm talking about.
Pretty
Maybe
bad condition, but
dude, Master System games, and it doesn't matter, bro. Adventure Island 2.
yep.
Great game.
Okay, I mean that one is in pretty bad condition.
Yeah,
I mean
that's
the
what I said.
actual case is cracked.
Yeah. It's pretty bad condition.
I'd say
Does
that
it
one's
still
been on an adventure. Well, it looks like it went to Adventure Island.
Hey, Eugene.
Hey, that's freaking
That's
awesome shit. I
DuckTales.
don't care how good that looks. That's a great game. DuckTales
Yeah, it's
2
not too bad.
especially. That's awesome, man.
And then I got some Master System games. So, Enduro Racer.
Very cool. This Master System is like my most nostalgic. PS1's my
Same.
favorite, but Master System is like my hits me in the feels console. Like I literally want to cry. I'm like, I remember playing this with my dad when I was 7.
Shadow of the Beast.
I've never
Yeah,
played
I got
that.
that on
Classic.
PS4.
In,
So there's
in-
there's a ton of
full
games that
condition.
didn't get released in the US on the Master System. So
yeah,
actually quite a
yeah,
bit
it was
of the
pretty big
library
here.
I've never played.
And Brutal Paws of Fury.
Nice.
So, and it's also in shit condition. So
Did you find these in a landfill, or where did you find these games?
yeah, basically at the dump. So
Did you pull them out from some sort of garbage compactor? Or, I mean, they look pretty rough. I'm hoping the right price.
yeah, literally from the dump.
Okay. Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. I
It's
actually
fine.
have I have a bunch of games that like I traded in into the game store, and they didn't want some, and I'm just gonna take them to the dump and leave them in a box. Be like, hey, whoever wants them. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy, I wanted to ask if that case that you got off me fit the game that you had. Were you able to complete it?
It was actually the wrong game. So there's two different versions of Micro Machines. There's Micro Machines Military, and then there's normal Micro Machines. So I have Micro Machines, and it is in a case, and I now have Micro Machines Military without the game. So trying to find the card only of the military one is relatively expensive. So I might buy it to complete it. So
Nice.
My turn.
You're up, Jeff.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I have a lot of crap. I got a lot of stuff. So I'll show this first. I got one 3DS game, and it's getting remastered soon on the Switch, but I hadn't picked this up yet, so I did pick up Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Nice.
I guess they also did release the original Luigi's Mansion as well on the 3DS. So I'm going to pick that up too. I don't collect for GameCube, so I'm going to get these two, and then I'll still get the remastered version on the Switch because I did love Luigi's Mansion 3. It was a lot of fun. I like these games a lot. I think they're fun. And then I got some stuff from Limited Run. So this finally came in. I'm sure other people have gotten their copies long ago, but I got my Astro Aqua Kitty Possum collection. And what this is there's two shmup type games. They're called Astro Aqua Kitty. The first one is kind of like Defender, if you've ever played Defender, if you know that style of game. It's kind of like that side scrolling. You go back and forth and have to clear the screens and stuff like that. And then the new one, Aqua Kitty UDX, that one's not the same gameplay style. I'm pretty sure it's like more like there's maps and you explore them and you have to like it's a little more to it. These both got released separately on PS4, and I do have those releases as well. But I'm pretty sure that this version has both of the games and all of like the extra content or DLC or something for the second game on it.
On
so
the
this
cart,
is like
yeah.
so like this is the version to get if you
get.
want like the most complete thing.
Complete one.
I've definitely seen that before on a like I didn't know it was on the Switch as well, but I've definitely seen that Astro Kitty thing before.
Yeah. And they're really good games actually. I enjoy them a lot. So they're like little indie shmups, but they're fun. And then I picked this up because it was on sale. I actually have it on the PS5, but I just think it's a good game, and I kind of wanted the PS4 copy too. I got the Diofield Chronicle, the Square Enix strategy RPG, Fire Emblem style, I guess, Shining Force style type game if you're into that sort of thing. But it's really good, and it's really cheap, and I just think buying PlayStation 4 RPGs that are good really cheap is a good idea.
Yeah, and there's so many of them too.
I think you should pick up. This was like $19.99, I think, on sale. Seriously,
cheap.
Yeah. So, and like I said, I have it on PS5. So it's so strange. I've reached the point now where like I open my PS5 games and I'm getting these now for cheap and keeping them sealed for my PS4 collection.
Well, I would still argue that all the games that I own on PS5 are games I want to play. Like, I'm not collecting PS5 yet.
Exactly. Same here. I buy them because I want to play the best version of the game. That's the only reason I buy the PS5 version. And I want to play it, so I open it. So, yeah, you're right.
Agreed.
I'm not collecting really for it either. Actually, let me show this. So, I got this from Limited Run finally, too. This finally came in. Sam & Max. This time it's virtual.
Oh, wow.
So, like, remember when I've said, like, in my PlayStation VR videos that I have a complete collection, except for the games I've been waiting for? Yeah, see how long it's been? This is the game.
What's the number of
shit.
Mondo? Is it a VR?
Can I ask about that game? Is it just a VR version of an older Sam & Max game, or is it like a new game completely?
I think it's a new game.
What does the back look like? Can you show us the back, please? The screenshots of the game in the back.
You want me to twerk for you?
The Swordsman's crazy because I first heard about that game like 3+ years ago.
So I do believe this is a new game. This time it's virtual. It's not. This isn't like a. I don't believe there's a. This time it's virtual on the PS.
Because this is
a new game.
Yeah, there's an original.
Yeah. They did come out with another Sam. There's
Mark
another.
says, what does the inside look like?
What do you say? I mean,
you're on the wrong side for that, Mark.
Yeah.
What does it play like, Joe?
That's the
the
only joke I've ever like really laughed at on The Big Bang Theory was there was one time like Penny grabs one of their toys and she's like, "I'm gonna open it," and they're all like, "Oh, no, don't do it! Just don't be crazy! Stop!" That's the only time I was like relatable.
Can I play with it?
I get anxiety. Someone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna open your games." I'm like, "Oh, get out of here!" Anyway, Swordsman VR is the other one.
So now you have a complete set of VR?
There's still other games that are coming out that haven't released yet. So at least one that I know.
No. If they haven't been released, you got a full set.
Yeah, I have a current full set.
If they've been released and you haven't got them in the mail, you haven't got a full set.
But I also, just so you know, when I say full set, I exclude the Japanese co-op games that have no English. I don't collect the creepy, weird hotel game that everyone has, where you like wander around and peek on women in hotel rooms. I don't know what. Yeah, no.
So what's the name of that game? I got a pen.
Oh, dude, I know. All right, so this next couple games, like I've been getting into, like I told you, like dungeon crawlers. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that specific type of RPG genre, like Etrian Odyssey and stuff like that. I just think that this is purely like, number one, I do like these games because I love Phantasy Star. I don't know if you guys remember Phantasy Star 1.
Phantasy Star Online, yep.
Yeah.
And well, I'm talking about the original Phantasy Star when it was like first
I
person
remember your
dungeons.
stories about it. Yeah, it was part of
Yeah.
your life. It's so
I
nice.
just love it, and these games have that same like first person perspective where you go through the dungeons, and it just reminds me of that. So I love the actual gameplay and like the turn based fighting style. It's definitely not for everybody. It's almost they're borderline visual novels. There's not a lot of action. It's just screens and menus and screens. It's not a lot of cinematics. Not that type of game. But
Yeah.
if you're a nerd and you like stats and you like being a nerd and D&D and dice and crap, if you're like into Magic the Gathering, and I'm telling you know what exactly my people, you know what I'm talking about.
Pokemon boss fights are similar to how these games.
Sure,
play.
yes.
Yeah.
If you're into stats and numbers and stuff, and you're not looking to just blow up things, and if you like
Then
using
you
your
like
brain, I know that sort of thing, actual brain. You'll like these games anyway, and so I've been collecting those genres, and I also do speculate. I just think that these will be valuable. I think like almost all of these games in this genre will be expensive. I really do. Like it's a subset of RPGs that I think there is an audience for that is voracious, and yeah. Anyway, long story short, so I picked up Mary Skelter Finale.
Yeah,
That's one of them.
Yep.
It is exactly like I said. It's a dungeon crawler, but it's got just unbelievably freaking cool artwork. That's another thing too about these games is like the monster designs, like the enemy. It's gorgeous, dude. Like I don't think you can see it very well, but the colors.
Is it 3D or?
It's like all third. It's like third person perspective, but you move on a grid. It's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like think of it as like a pen and paper game where you're moving on a grid, like you're going through a dungeon like that, and you just see things ahead of you. So
Yeah.
it's graphically, it's not there to blow you away. It's not action packed. It's strategy. It's like a mental type thing.
Yeah, just on speculating on Mary Skeletor, like the Vita, there's a Mary Skeletor Vita game, and the PAL version is the most expensive PAL game. It's like a $500 game. I've sold it before for $400 or $500. It's pretty crazy.
Yes, there's Mary Skelter 1 and 2, I believe, is both on the Vita, and I think this is as far as I know, this is the only PS4 release for the franchise. I think.
Yeah.
If anyone does know of another Mary Skelter game from another region or something, let me know for sure.
Was that expensive?
$30?
Oh,
30.
okay. It's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah, sealed, brand new. Now this one I'm actually pretty damn proud of because I scored this for $20, and it definitely goes for more than that. So I actually picked up Demon Gaze 2, the NAS version. Yeah, this goes for normally like they did get a reprint recently from Video Games Plus, but it's still selling for like $70, $80.
Believe me, if I've told you that the Australian Vita version is a $1,000 game.
See? Well,
do you remember when Luke was on the show and he explained that the only way this got released was in the collector's edition, and that was the only version?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And you couldn't tell. Yeah.
Are you guys paying attention to how both of the games I've just showed? He said the Vita version's 1,000 and the other one's 500 and the other. Okay, so this is what I mean by like I think these are a good bet if you want to have valuable PS4 games.
And I'm backing that up with that.
Yeah, these are you may not like if you just like to collect for collecting, you don't even want to play it. That's fine. I'm just saying these are ones you might want to keep an eye out for if you want to do that. And like I said, I got this for $20. I couldn't even believe it. It was like I looked it up. It was like 1 hour auction left, no bids, starting bid $20. Came in this nice protective case. It's in fantastic condition. I couldn't be happier. I'm going to spend more on the first one because there's Demon Gaze 1 has as well, which I haven't picked up yet. I'm going to spend more on that one than this one, and it should definitely be the other way around.
Yeah.
So this was just another cheap RPG. I got this for like $14.99. It's Loop 8, Summer of the Gods.
That looks cool.
It's interesting. It's it got mixed reviews, but I kind of like weird RPGs with mixed reviews because that means they tried to do something different. It's not just like your average AAA standard or whatever. And so this is like one of those like time loop mechanics where you repeat the day over and over again or something like that.
That's interesting.
Yes, I don't know too much about it, but it does have that. But this has a like a relationship system too. So if you're not into that sort of stuff, you might not like it, but I don't mind that stuff. I thought it was fun in Persona. Like some games, I actually do enjoy it. It's like I figured it sounds lame, but then I'm like, I'm gonna bang all the broads in this town. It turns into like its own game, and I literally
I'm gonna
do,
get him to
I'm
goggle my balls.
I'm gonna start a harem,
the question,
and then like
the prompts you're gonna say, so you don't say something bad.
and I like to like mess. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna marry this chick, and then I'm gonna marry her sister. Like, and then I'm gonna like, and then I make my own little game where I like it. And then you get like some games are hilarious. You divorce them and like you get to disown your children and stuff. Like in
Give me
Skyrim,
Stardew Valley vibes, Joe.
yeah, dude. It's just dude. It's I know it doesn't sound like fun, but it is. So,
Sounds intense.
yeah, and again, it's a PS4 RPG. Now, just to be fair, there is like a like I'm cheap and I like things to not take up space. But if you want to spend a little bit more money, there is a version that's like this Trinity trigger that comes in one of these bigger boxes, and it's not that much more. This was like $14.99, and this
If
is
it's
like,
that shape, no.
yeah, it's like one of these. Yeah, it's
No,
it's
that shape.
yeah, this is a pain in the ass to display, but it's like you can get that for like $25-$30 if you want that version.
Andy came over yesterday, and I was showing him some of my favorite limited editions I'm selling because they're shaped like that, and I can't stand them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how it feels. So I also picked up Blade Assault.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I ordered this from Limited Run directly, like forever ago, and it's one of those ones lost in the freaking void. I'll get it eventually. So who knows? But I picked it up because it was on clearance or Best Buy, wicked cheap. Again, it was like $10-$15, something like that. And this is an awesome game, dudes. This is like a one of those new retro style run and gun type action games.
Yeah.
That's cool.
With like a cyberpunk type feel to it, yeah? Kinda?
Yeah, it's definitely got that sort of aesthetic. And I haven't played it yet. But it looks freaking awesome, dude. I just eat this shit up. I love games like this. So this next one, I finally got my slaps and beans, boys.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this one. So, some viewer or somebody on your Discord told me about this release, the USK German version. I thought there was literally the only one was the strictly limited version, which is really expensive. But yeah, I got this for like $30, and then maybe like $10 to ship it from Germany. And I don't know what's in this thing, but dude, it is got some weight. Dude.
It's probably a keyring or something.
Yeah, I mean, it says Schlagen der Anton Solo orders Welten. I don't know what it says.
Swallow what?
Yeah, it says extras. Autogrammkarten und Poster. So I think it's autographed postcard.
Yes, autograph card.
Victor,
Okay.
dieses Produkt ist der technisch schussgemachten Kopperguss.
So, but you can read German, can't you?
Yeah. Show me the back. Maybe I can figure it out.
Read it for us. Good at translate.
That's not going to say. So what is that word? Shoots that's like ramen Cooper guess.
That game looks awesome. Like, is it like that Bad Neighbor game? Is it like
No,
Bad
this is
Neighbor?
a beat 'em up.
Ah, okay.
This is a beat 'em up. Yeah.
It's also a
'Cause it's
collector's edition of it.
It
It's in a
is?
very big box.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because
yeah,
there's a 2 of that game as well, isn't there?
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna pick that up too. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
just-
interested in that game.
So this was just like I'd randomly just been picking up, fighting games, and I didn't have this one, so I picked up Virtua Fighter 5 PS3.
Cool.
Nothing special,
Nice
cheap, fun game. I like fighting games. I like Virtua Fighter. Out of all the fighting game series, though, I'm probably the ones I'm worst at. Like
Yeah.
I'm not good at Virtua Fighter. The control. I always found the controls are awkward.
I haven't got a character in that game, so I can agree with you then.
So this next one, again, I was buying more beat 'em ups, and this one looked really fucking cool, dude. I haven't played it yet, but I can't wait to try this. It's called Story of a Gladiator.
Ooh, that looks cool.
It's a limited run release. I got a hole punch copy, which I'm a little pissed about. I didn't realize that's what I was getting, but it is what it is. I got it for really cheap, like $15, $20, something like that.
Was that part of their they had a sale of like hole punch things, damage games, return shipping things, and things like that, and they're
Could
like
be.
half price.
I got it really cheap, and this it's like a beat 'em up style game, like 2D type beat 'em
A
up.
Roman one, yeah.
Yeah. You like you're a
Yeah.
gladiator. You
Gladiator.
go and shoot.
Yep.
So it looks
Looks
like
cool.
you fight weapons and cool animals and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know how great it is. I haven't read reviews or anything, but like, it looks really fun. Like, I'm gonna have a good time trying.
I would almost assume a game like that's probably just a reskin of another popular game with the Roman skins and things like that.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's not. It's probably not going to blow you.
Which would work. If you do a fun game, you could do that for 10 different genres, And there's a lot of games out there that if you start to dig, you realize it's the same game with just different skins.
It's probably just Streets of Rage, but like a Roman version of Streets of Rage.
Exactly. Or Simpsons Arcade or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So, they did a restock of Evercade carts at Video Games Plus. And I collect Evercade. That's what these are. You see these right here? Oh, those are
The red ones.
Yes.
Why do you have so many Wavebirds? Are they Wavebird controllers?
Yeah. Those are
Why
my
the fuck
Wavebird.
do you have 4 of them?
So I can play Mario Party like a boss, bro.
Ah, that's true.
I can
That's
play
true.
4-person Mario Kart like a boss.
No judgment. Just it's a lot of Wavebirds.
Hey man, it's what it is I get all the ladies come over my house. Some of my Wavebird.
I heard you got them ladybirds.
Bring all the girls to the
Got the GameCube hooked up with 4 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4 Wavebirds, baby. And they all work.
They're like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about, playing some, Mario Kart Double Dash with my Wavebirds, And they're like, what? Got some wine.
First party controllers.
Anyway.
First party, baby.
They had a bunch of carts that were there. Some of them are hard to find. Some of them are a little more expensive. So I got some of the ones that I was missing that I wanted. And this and I got this new one. So this one's new. This one just came out. This is the Sunsoft Collection 1.
Oh yeah.
So this one has Mr. Gimmick, Journey to Silius, and Arrow the Acrobat. Specifically, I got this for Mr. Gimmick. So Mr. Gimmick is that unreleased, or not unreleased. It was like a Nintendo game that I think only got a PAL release or something like that. Like it was only released in Sweden or some weird ass thing like that. But it's a 2D action platformer on the NES, and it's supposed to be like one of the best games on the NES. Like it's supposed to be absolutely freaking fantastic. And it just got released physically by Limited Run Games on the Switch and I think on the PS4 as well. So you can go and spend $30 or whatever the hell it is to get it all by itself on a cart or a disc if you want to play it on a modern console. Or for $19.99, you can get it on the Evercade with this Journey to Silius and Arrow the Acrobat, which is why I fucking love Evercade, dude. Like the value is insane. Dude.
Here's a game plus 5 more.
Yeah, and it's always
Yeah.
$20. It's cool, man. And then they have the handheld, the XP Special Edition, the console, and now they have the new mini Game Boys, so you can have like multiple ways to play it. Like it's cool, dude. I'm really digging Evercade lately. There's some stuff I wish they do, but I'm loving it. So I also picked up the Worms collection, baby. Oh yeah,
wow.
dude.
Armageddon,
Oh,
OG Worms, yeah.
Armageddon was where it was at.
How could you not want it? So it's got OG Worms, Armageddon, Blast.
Oh, OG Worms, yes.
And dude, $19.99, and it's a perfect type. This is like the perfect type of thing to sit around handheld and stick around.
Worms really was like the first turn-by-turn game. Oh no, you had tanks and all that sort of stuff. I guess it was the most popular turn-by-turn game. I guess.
Worms was 8 players with 1 controller.
Yeah, it was mad.
Except like birthday parties with 8 people around, and we'd pass the controller around for hours playing Worms.
Playing Worms, yeah, it's so good.
This next one is the Pico Collection 3. So this one actually has 10 games on it. I don't want to go over them all, but the ones I specifically got it for is it has 40 Winks, which I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but that is a 3D platform.
It's a shop here, actually.
1.
That's the 2 characters on the front cover, right?
40 Winks, 40 hours.
Yeah, it's not like, I'm not going to say it's like some crazy hidden gem or anything, but it's a good game and it's fun and I like it. I think it's worth having on a cart. And this also has Zero Tolerance on it that from the Sega Genesis.
Nice.
And I got it specifically for that just because
Lemmings,
I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't pick up the limited run version of Zero Tolerance. I didn't. I don't know. I don't have enough nostalgia for that game. But
Jim Jam is saying 40 Winks is one of his favorite PS1 games.
so there we go. Yeah, it's a good game, dude. I really like it. I'm gonna pick it up on PS1 as well, just because I want it in my collection. But it's
literally, Joe, literally in Australia, 40 Winks is a name of like a Bed Bath and Beyond type shop. It's like when I hear 40 Winks, I just think of like a shop that sells mattresses and stuff.
No, that's the Jim. That is the PS1 game, just ported on the Evercade. That is this. It's the same one. So this one. Why did I buy this one? I don't remember.
It was cheap. It was $20, right?
This is an Amiga
Ooh,
card.
Amiga.
Team 15 or Team 17 collection, right?
I mean, I like Team 17, but I like Team 17 for Worms, and you've already got the Worms collection.
Yeah.
So I am pretty sure I bought this specifically because it has a shmup on it, and I don't remember which game it is. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't remember why I bought this one.
But you're collecting them all. You're trying to collect them anyway, so who cares?
These games, like they're $20. So it's not like you have to buy a $50 game. If something's on it looks kind of cool, you can just be like, it's $20. I'll just buy it.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, and I think, like anything else, I bet it'll be worth more than $20 down the road. This one sure as hell is. This one's actually kind of expensive. It was sold out for a long time. I don't know, maybe it got reprinted or whatever, but this is the Namco Museum Collection.
Namco. Yeah.
And, it's just got a lot of heavy hitters on it, dude. It's got freaking... Oh, man, can I make it focus? It's so hard to get it to do that.
Pac-Man, TikTok. Is that Mappy with the mouse?
Yeah, it's I'll just read it to you. So it's Galaxian, Pac-Man, Xevious, Mappy, Dig Dug, Starluster, Battle Cars, Metamarines, Libble Rabble, Quad Travel, and Mappy Kids. But, having just Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Galaxian, Xevious alone... Cool. I like Mappy too, to be honest with you, but those 4 games in particular, I just wanted to have that. Iconic. There's also a Namco Museum Collection 2, which is excellent. It's like probably one of the best carts, but I already have that. It's got I think that's the one that has like Splatterhouse on it, stuff like that. And then the last one I got is just the good old fashioned Atari Collection 1, which I'm surprised I didn't have this, but I picked it up because it's got a ton of Atari games on it, but specifically it has my favorite Atari game on it, which is Food Fight.
What about Pong?
Food Fight. Pong is
Pong's
not my favorite. Oh, is Pong on here? No.
Yeah.
No. No, it's got Centipede Adventure, Alien Brigade, Asteroids, Missile Command, Crystal Cashers, Food Fight, Desert Falcon, Motorcycle, Canyon Bomber, Gravatar, Double Dunk, Ninja Golf, Steeplechase, Night Driver, Tempest, Video Pinball, Aqua Adventure, Yar's Return, and Sword Quest.
That's a lot of games.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good games. Like Tempest is great, Yar's Revenge is great, Food Fight is great, Asteroids, Missile Command, Adventure is pretty fun. I'm pretty sure that's the game that isn't that the one that Metal Jesus always puts in his freaking show every week? Isn't that Adventure? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure that.
I don't know. Just watch in the background, you'll see it.
And then, all right, this is my last 2. But these are like kind of, for me, it was good. So I had I took like a massive box of games down to the game store to trade in, like seriously, like 50, 60 games. And I traded them all in for these 2.
Ooh.
So the first one isn't that crazy, but I didn't have it. And I had it for Switch, but I don't have it for PS4. But it's the Wallachia Reign of Dracula from Pixel.
Is that an Alex exclusive?
I think it got released by Video Games New York, but so a lot of I don't know if this has an ESRB. So Pixel Heart and Video Games New York have a partnership.
Yeah.
And Video Games New York sometimes do ESRB releases of games. So I don't want to say definitively there is no ESRB release for this. There could be.
But it also could be a case that they got PAL copies and sold them through their store as well.
Correct. It could be that as well, because they also just distribute their games. So they don't always do it of their own version. Sometimes they just sell their stuff. So it could be that as well. But this is a really cool game, and it's interesting because it has a Castlevania aesthetic. Like it looks like a Castlevania game when you look at it. But it's actually a run and gun. It's like a Contra. So I would not say this is a Castlevania game. I would say this is a run and gun. Like it's more like Contra, but it has like it looks like that gothic-y type of vibe. It's a great game. Like I really, really enjoyed it. I played it on the Switch, and I wanted to have this version. And I think Pixel Art has some pretty nice packaging. I mean, that's pretty good looking.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it's got a manual and it's heavy too.
Yeah, and I love the stickers. And then on the back they have this, beautiful numbered thing or whatever. And this is
cool. I like that.
And this is 927 out of 5,000. So I was actually like, this is sub 1,000 just sitting in the store. That's kind of cool. I didn't, I would get sent 4,000. My luck.
So you see how that's got a number on the sticker? I've got games that do that, and I open them. So I cut the little sticker out and put it on the inside of the game.
So this sticker is on the is under the label.
Oh, that's cool.
But this one is not.
So if Class Heroes 2G on the PS3, it's numbered, but the numbers are on the outside of the seal on the sticker.
And then my big pickup, and I am very excited about this because this is one of those things that I've wanted forever, and like I just didn't want to spend the money because it was expensive. So I did the trade to get it, which is how you do it, boys. That's how you mentally do it. You just
trade up. You trade
crap that you're like, I don't give a damn about this, and you get the nice thing you want. That's what I did. And man, I'm only missing one box now. I have all the games, but this is the last East Asia soft shmup that I needed, bros. Soldner X2 Final Prototype Definitive Edition. And it even came with the card, and it is in perfect shape. Still has the actual wrapper that it came in. It's all
it's sealed.
Like,
sealed
you
inside.
can't buy them. I took one of them off, and it's the only one I got missing, and I'm like OCD because it's missing the wrapper. It fills the shelf. So if I sold that one, the shelf wouldn't be full, and it's like,
I know. Well, that's how you think I feel. Now I literally can complete the set and slide it in, and it's all the way it's. Oh man!
But can you move the card's location, or is that card always going to be there? Oh, okay, cool.
I can. So yeah. So these things they come in. These are resealable.
Okay, awesome.
So if I want to, I can open this up and take this
and move the card out of the artwork.
Yeah. I'm not going to because believe it or not, I actually own this game on the Vita.
I pulled them all out, put all the cards in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. And this is also it's number 585. Not a bad number. So yeah, I'm wicked excited about this. Yeah, so the only other box that I'm missing is for Power Roomy. I have the game, but I don't have the box, like the actual the special edition that it came in. I just have the game, and that's because just like, dude, somebody sold game only one time. It was like $35, and I bought it immediately because if you want to get the whole thing, you're looking at $100 to $200 to get the whole thing. So I was like, hell yeah! And I actually have. So man, I regret things. When I was like first collecting, I was like not focused, and so I bought the Power Roomy Switch version, bro. Yeah. And I have that one, but I'm like kicking myself. I'm like, damn it! I should have gotten the PS4 because I'm not going for a full Switch.
You can't sell the Switch
for
one by the PS4. That doesn't make sense.
No, I can. I could definitely do it. But here's the thing: Power Roomy. It's like it's this in particular. I bet these are. They're not easy to sell because they're very expensive and they're very niche and they're
very
not
niche.
The best of the Power Roomy is not the best shmup. Like it's okay. Like it's very like mid and it's very expensive. It's like the same problem I have with that game, the Coma. The Coma 1, I want it on PS4 for my horror set, but it's insanely expensive. Yeah. And it's not the most mind-blowing horror experience I've ever played. You know what I mean? It's a mid horror experience. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not. It's nothing. You know, it's just like a 2D side-scrolling. It's kind of simplistic. It's not a lot to it. It's fun. I like it, but it's not like, I don't know. It's just hard to spend a lot of money on something that you're like not excited to play as much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I would also argue it's hard to spend a lot of money on PS4 stuff because so much of the expensive stuff just gets reprinted.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, that's why stuff like this is exciting, because this is not getting reprinted.
No, it won't.
No, this if Video Games Plus that's reprinting East Asia Soft, I'll lose it. But they did actually randomly get all those Vita games. That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Like
That was really cool.
being a I don't know how that would have worked. It must have been we hit Play Asia up, and you got any back stock? Yeah, we'll buy whole shipping container you've got full or something.
It's an odd thing to just have around, have all that stock of Vita games. But yeah, people do.
No, I wouldn't say they would have it on hand. If they had it on hand, they wouldn't be selling it for retail price.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
But that's all my pickups this week. I got a lot of stuff, dude.
That was a good week.
Yeah, I was on like a work trip, and I was getting anxiety because it was just like, your package is delivered, your package is delivered. I'm like, oh my god, all this stuff. What the hell? I'm like texting my girlfriend. It's not outside, is it? Can't be leaving that outside.
So guys, this is a really good episode. Silvan, Andy, thanks again for coming back on. We might even see you guys next Sunday. We're going to have a Halloween special. It'll be a longer show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, our horror game. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And,
It's going to be really
Thanks for having me
spooky.
on.
We're gonna look at
Thanks for
current
having
game prices and horrify everyone.
just want to add, if you guys want the podcast for free, you can do that by going on iTunes or Spotify and leaving us a 5-star review. It really helps in the algorithm, and we've only had 1 or 2 people do it. So if you want to help us for free, that's probably the best way. Again, thanks everyone for watching. As I mentioned earlier in the show, you guys might have missed it. We are now doing 2 quizzes for chat. We are having an EU quiz and a North American quiz. So, we have the first point going to Banffy this week. As you guys know, Mario won the first quiz. So Banffy's got the first point in the EU quiz, and we will be starting the new NA quiz next week. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Links will be below if you want to see daily pickups from a lot of you guys every single day. There's been some bangers in the last couple of weeks. There's lots of games for sale in there for trades. Heaps of guys just meeting each other, playing games. I'm in there playing GeoGuessr almost every day. So if you want to chat with me, just come and join the chat. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.
No worries. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Till next week.
You found